challenge you.
Sino mo magsalita ko nga? Ginawa ko lang. Ano? Ano? Connected ako. Go. Go. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Mic test. Mic test. Mic test. Wala kang mic test.
Hello.
Hello.
Pero magkakasama kami.
As we face one of the darkest times in our country, a new dawn is about to emerge, and a new chapter will change business history. And the most empowered business students, College of Business Administration, will converge for the most awaited webinar. But only one will stand out than all. Only here on Iris City Webinar 2020. Find out on December 2nd.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. Are you all ready? My name is Jessa Desendario. I am your co-host for today. In behalf of Management 42 class, we welcome you all to our seminar entitled Career Path of Business Graduates, Transition to the New Normal. This day will be a day full of learning and experiences. We've anticipated long enough for this day to come. But anticipation comes with painstaking effort, and wishful thoughts now come into reality. So what are you waiting for? I would like to acknowledge the presence of our IRIS President, Ma'am Edita B. Pilio, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Frederick C. Pena, Dean of College of Business and Administration, Dr. Willie Gapasin, and Associate Dean of College of Business Administration, Dr. Chanda Artinga. Welcome. So let's start the webinar with a prayer by Nathan Darrell Evasco.
Thank you, Ms. Desendario. Before we start, let us pray. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Lord, sometimes life doesn't make sense. We don't understand what you are doing or why you allow certain things to happen. We're grateful that we can look to you. We don't have the answers, but you do. We don't know the way, but you do. Lord, thank you for watching us and leading us. Thank you for being our source of help and strength. Lord, we pray, give our speakers strength and full of knowledge to overcome all the questions here in our webinar. Lord, please bless our precious college business administration, professors, especially our beloved Dean, Dr. Willie Gapasin. In Jesus' name, we ask these things. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And now, I invite you all to observe the singing of our national anthem to be followed by Iris hymn. For our opening remarks, I am pleased to introduce to you our beloved, very energetic, very kind, and some says, pinakapoging prof, area chair of marketing management, Dr. Ramon R. David.
uh, to our beloved Dean, Dr. Gapasin, to our supportive and dynamic Associate Dean, Dr. Chanda Tinga. Good morning. Welcome to today's webinar. Your presence and participation in today's webinar is a golden opportunity to cherish and treasure because you will earn and profit a lot from the new insights, new knowledge, and breakthroughs that will be shared and delivered by our intelligent and successful guest speaker. This webinar will further polish and shape your potentials for better future and fortune. Without further ado, I would address and advance congratulations to our future successful marketers and business managers. Welcome to our webinar. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you so much, sir, for an inspiring message. And we are very grateful that you're one of our mentors. In the future, we see that we can be a very successful management student. And now, let us proceed for our first intermission number. Let's welcome the TikTokers team.
Señorita, come with me. Drop it down on me like this. Come on with me, we go party. Let's go turn it upside down. Everybody looking at us, 'cause they only wanna be us. Drop it low right now.
Your dreams, baby, get you and me. It's time to boss up. Fix your credit, girl, get at it, get your bag up. Hit that gym and get back fine. Go get that degree, go girl, focus on me. Unlock.
Just a matter when I wonder how, I wonder why. Is the day tell me how the good goodbye? And all that I can see, just a little lemon breeze.
I was you were standing there by my side. Now you gon' be waiting for the last ride.
Been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Thank you so much for that very energetic performance. You guys did a really great job. For now, let's have a break and have an icebreaker to be presided by Mr. Rick Vergara.
Thank you very much, Miss Jessa. So hi, I am one of the hosts of Icebreaker, part of our amazing webinar. So let's continue to our first part of this icebreaker. Would you rather? There you go. Would you rather? But in order for us to enjoy our game for today, I would like each and every one of you, please on all our cameras. May I see? There you go. Please on all their cameras, guys. Okay, but before that, I'm going to explain to you the mechanics of our lovely game. You will be given two choices, and you are only allowed to choose one. You are going to raise two fingers like this if you choose the blue one. Okay, you just only raise two fingers if you choose the blue one, okay? And only one finger if you choose the red, like this one, like this, okay? And afterwards, I will simply ask why you choose this answer. Are you ready, guys? So let's start this icebreaker. Okay, the first choices are here you go. The choices are, would you rather lose 10,000 pesos or lose all of your phone contacts? Choose now, guys. Raise your hands. Fingers, sorry. Raise your fingers now. Here you go. Since you're the one, Miss Rose Begbantosila, why did you choose the blue one? You would like to lose 10,000 pesos instead of losing all your phone contacts? Why? To lose all your phone contacts? You choose the blue one. Okay, Miss Rose Big.
Ano yung kulay blue?
Hindi. I think Ms. Rovic having an internet problem. Okay, let's move on to our next choices. Okay. The next choices are, would you rather have a photographic memory or would you rather be able to totally forget anything you want? Raise your fingers, guys. Please, guys. Hello. Yes. I, Miss Jessa, what do you choose? What did you choose?
Be able to totally forget anything you want. I choose this one, the blue one.
The blue one. Be able to totally forget anything you want.
Yes.
What? Why you choose those answers?
I would rather forget anything that I want. For example, if a very bad memory or bad experiences, I would be able to cope up with the present situation.
Oh yes. That's very reasonable answer. Okay, the next choices are, would you rather marry your soulmate or marry a millionaire? This is a tricky question, guys. So what are your choice? Let me know your answer, guys. Please raise your fingers. Ooh, yes. You know what, guys? If I would choose one of those answers, I would rather choose marry a millionaire. Being practical in life nowadays is so essential. So let's move on to the next choices. Okay? The next choices are, would you rather work for a corporation or be a self-employed? Let me know your answer, guys. Raise your fingers now. Okay. I saw you on the camera, Mr. Patrick Madrid. What is your choice? Would you rather work for a corporation or would you rather be a self-employed?
Para sa akin po, mas pipiliin ko po maging self-employed. Pero sige, gusto ko pa rin magtrabaho sa corporation. Pero as soon as possible, sana maging self-employed, magkaroon ng sariling business.
Oh, yes. Very practical as well, right? So let's move on to our next choices. This is the last choice that we have. Okay, would you rather choose a career or love? Oh, let me know your answer. Would you rather choose a love over career? As a business student, guys, would you rather choose a love? Is there anyone choose a love here? Let me know your answers. Okay, I saw Miss Bontasila open her camera. What is your answer, Miss Bontasila?
I choose love para dalawa kaming magbi-build ng career. Dalawa kami magkasama.
Yeah. Oh. That is so theory answer. Okay. Okay, that's all. I think that's all. But before that, the reason why we conduct this game is for you to be able to know that in life there's a lot of options, right? That we could choose. But we always ended up for the two major options or choices rather. Okay? Like in business industry. After you graduated in a business course, would you rather choose to become an employee and having a competitive salary? Or would you rather to become a CEO of your own company and having a stable revenue, right? In our lives, we have a lot of options, choices, but we always ended up in one choice, right? We choose the most and where we feel that we are happy. So in decisions or in choosing a path of your career, you should have a concrete plan and a concrete decision and always choose what and who you want it to be in the future. Always remember that, guys. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rick Vergara, for that very energetic, energetic. Thank you so much for the icebreaker, Mr. Vergara. And for now, I would like to call our mayor, Miss Winnie Jane, for officially introduce our guest speaker for today.
Wala kang audio, Berana. Fix your audio. We can't hear you. Berana, fix your audio. Di ka namin marinig. Wala kami marinig, Berana. Fix your audio. Wala kami marinig. Berana, there's something wrong with your internet. Your connectivity is very poor.
Hello po. Hello, good morning.
Okay. There's something wrong with Berana's connectivity.
Okay na po, sir.
Oh, yan. Okay na. That's better.
So thank you again, Miss Jessa Desendario, and good morning again, everyone. So I hereby do introduce to you our speaker for today. He is a PUP graduate last 2016. In the same year, he passed the CPA board examination. Now, he works as an assistant manager in one of the big four auditing firm in the Philippines. He is also a stock market trader and mentor as well. He conducted technical trainings to new hires. He has substantial experience in leading and coordinating teams for client engagements. He has been exposed to different industries such as renewable energy, automotive, machinery, business services, leasing, healthcare, and food, including a top ice cream player in the Philippines and the largest and most diversified food company in the Philippines. He has a strong background in audit methodology and considerable project. In 2019, he attended the Pacific Professional Development Event, AF1, trained the facilitator workshop that was held in Vietnam, and was part of the rollout of the said technical training in the Philippines as facilitator. This year, he attended the Asia Pacific Professional Development Event, KCW, trained the facilitator workshop that was held online via virtual platform and was part of the rollout of the said KCW technical training in the Philippines as facilitator. Everyone, a massive round of applause for Mr. Johnny Villafuerte.
Right, so thank you so much for the introduction, Miss Winnie G. Before I start, no, can I have someone to confirm if you can hear me loud and clear?
Yes po, sir.
Yes, so thank you so much for the confirmation, team, no? So first of all, before I start my presentation, no, I would like to congratulate everyone. Why? Because you have showed up, no? For those of you who have showed up here. So congratulations for showing up, because one of my mentors always tells us, no, 80% of success is showing up. All right, so pat yourself on your back, no? So good morning, everyone, no? And hope you already have had your breakfast, no? And you're ready for this webinar, no? And mag-stretching muna tayo, guys, no? Para ready tayo sa sa umaatikabong webinar natin, no? So everything is energy, guys, no? So make sure you're ready, no? And you already have the energy, no? To absorb everything, no? That we will be discussing right now, no? Not definitely everything, no? So there are topics that are good to know, no? But definitely there will be topics na very interested kayo, no? Kaya abangan, no? Abangan nyo yung mga topic natin. So without further ado, let's start the program, no? So good afternoon again, good morning, everyone. So today's webinar is entitled Career Path of Business Graduates, Transition to the New Normal. Okay, so before I start, can I have a confirmation from anyone, no, from my team, that you can now see my presentation? Can you?
Oh, kita naman po.
Okay, so thank you, Rick Vergara. Is that Rick Vergara? So thank you so much, no? So the agenda for today would be as follows, no? Business program coverage, no? So we will be having a reiteration, no? Kasi I think alam niyo naman na to. No, what we will be having right now as topic, no, bakit kasama siya, is for us to reiterate and for you to appreciate paano siya, ano ba meron sa subject na yon in a simple way, no? Para maintindihan niyo siya in a simple way. So I will be explaining the technical definition, and at the same time on the screen makakakita kayo ng mga visualizations, no, for you to easily appreciate what the subject is all about. Okay? So the next one would be the advantages of business degree, no? That's why kaya natin diniscuss yung first subtopic, kasi for us to appreciate ano ba yung advantages of the business degree. Okay? And the next one would be relative to the skills business graduates can bring to any job. And I think ito yung mga pinakagusto nyong i-take away, no, dito sa program, no. Next would be the career pathways. Okay, definitely the career pathways. And then the workshop, no? And this would be an exciting one for me. Hopefully, no? This would be exciting also to those who will be chosen, no? Or who will be randomly selected in the program. So we will be having an activity later. Hindi ko muna sasabihin para hindi tayo ma-preempt. Next would be the immersion to the corporate world. No? So I will give you a first hand, no, or as if you have already experienced the corporate world, no, wherein I will share situations, circumstances that I think that you need to be aware of, no, for you to be somehow ready to enter the corporate world, no, or have an idea ano ba meron sa loob ng corporate world, no, what's in it for you as a fresh graduate, no. Next, last but not the least, will be relative to integrity, no? Because this is very important, guys. No? Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. So the business program coverage, no? So before we delve into the career paths of business program graduates, so let's have a recall first as to the coverage of the business program. So this is for everyone's appreciation. Okay. So what's in it for you to get ready to take on a corporate career or venture into businesses to pursue entrepreneurship? So often a business program will cover subjects such as accounting, management, finance, management, marketing, and entrepreneurship, among others, guys, no? Among others. No? So we cannot discuss definitely all the subjects, but yeah, so these are the common program, the programs that are involved, no, inside that a business degree. Okay, so let's start with the accounting program. So accounting or accountancy, I hope you can still remember the definition of this, guys. No, accounting or accountancy is the measurement, processing, and communication of financial and non-financial information about the economic activities about the economic entities rather, no, such as businesses or corporations. To whom, no? To whom? Kanino kino-communicate yung mga processed, no? Processed, measured financial and non-financial information to a variety of users, no, including the potential and existing investors, creditors, also the management, regulators, and of course, some of the internal users other than the owners and management, no, like the employees or the workers. Okay? No wonder accounting is called the language of business. Makes sense, right? So investors need this information to check whether the business is worth the investment, considering the potential risk and rewards, no? While a creditor needs this information to assess whether a business is credit worthy. For the existing ones, syempre yung investor and creditor, they need this information for them to check healthy pa ba yung business, no, na nandoon yung investment ko. O kaya may capability pa bang magbayad ng utang tong business na to or company. That's why they need that financial and non-financial information. Okay? How about management? Management needs this information to see whether they hit their targets and as additional basis in setting the next targets. Okay? Finally, regulators, so they need this information to ensure compliance. Okay? Typical regulators are the Bureau of Internal Revenue for tax matters, no, like income taxation and others. Another one would be the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Philippine Stock Exchange for listed entities, among others, no. So practitioners of accounting are known as accountants. Okay. So for the next slide, this is relative to finance. No, now finance team. No, finance is a broad term that describes activities associated with banking, leverage or debt, credit, capital markets, money, and investments. So essentially, finance is concerned with the management of money. No? So obviously, this is a subject, no, that is of significant importance for all areas of society and business. So hindi lang to importante sa business, importante rin to society, and to you personally, no? Ikaw na nanonood. To you, to your family, no? And to the organization or to the team that you are managing, or a business or company that you are managing. Okay? So as a result, if you study finance, you will be prepared for a broad range of finance careers. So within many types of organizations. No? So take note of the word broad range of careers, guys. Next would be the management. Okay? The management program. So management includes the activities of setting the strategy of an organization and coordinating the efforts of its employees or volunteers to accomplish its objectives through the application of available resources such as financial, natural, technological, and human resources. No? So as you can see, no, it's in short, this has something to do with the strategic use of resources to hit objectives. Okay? Pagka nandun ka na sa management level, no, you have to be strategic in using resources, no, to hit objectives. So that's the simple concept behind management. Now let's go to the marketing program. So marketing, it refers to the activities to promote, no? Activities to promote the buying or selling of a product or service, no? With 4 P's, no? So product, price, place, and promotion as its 4 P's. So marketing may be in the form of advertising, selling, and delivering products to consumers or other businesses, no? So in short, no, marketing promotes buying and selling or trade, no, in the market. How about entrepreneurship, no? So I think some of you, no, are entrepreneurs already, no? May it be in the form of online buying or selling, no? Online selling, okay, nagbebenta-benta kayo ng mga basic skills na mayroon kayo, no, within your community, no? Like your specialty in paggawa ng mga food, no, na patok nowadays. No? Entrepreneurship, no? So the concept of entrepreneurship is you put up a business for a profit, okay, which entails risks and rewards. Okay, the entrepreneur is commonly seen as an innovator, no? A source of new ideas, goods, services, and businesses or procedures. No? In short, one of my mentors, no, told us that an entrepreneur is called a problem solver. No? Kaya yung definition niya na the entrepreneur is commonly seen as an innovator really makes sense. No? So it entails having skills and initiative necessary to anticipate the needs and bring good new ideas to the market. No? Entrepreneurs who prove to be successful in taking on the risks of a startup are rewarded with profits, fame, and continued growth opportunities. No? Those who fail suffer losses and become less prevalent in the markets. No? So the wide range of subjects, no, reflects the multidisciplinary nature of business and the importance of understanding all the key elements needed for the success of the business. Okay? So now let's talk about the advantages of business degree. Alright? I hope nandiyan pa kayo, guys. So, kala ko ba, energy, ganyan. Yung webinar ni Sir, early in the morning, technical. So sa umpisa lang yan, guys, no? So meron naman tayong mga break time and mga stretching moves mamaya because energy is everything, no? So we need energy para ma-absorb natin yung mga bagay-bagay. Lalo na yung mamaya, no? I think hindi nyo na kailangan mag-effort doon para mag-manufacture ng energy kasi yun yung mga gusto nyo talagang i-take note, di ba? Okay, so what about the advantages of business degree, no? So this is one of the main reasons why corporate business career is available in pretty much every sector, no, you can think of. Yung mga binanggit natin kanina, no, that's the reason why, no. Business graduates have a wide range of careers that are directly related to their qualification. Okay, so that's one of our advantage, no, as business degree graduate. So business studies qualification can also lead to many entry-level roles upon graduation, while still allowing those who wish to specialize further the chance to improve the return on investment with a master's degree. Okay? So examples of postgraduate programs include Masters in Management, Masters in Finance, and for those who have gained some professional experience, is the well-known Masters in Business Administration or MBA. No? I remember one of my colleague, no, when I was a supervisor, so habang nandun siya sa company namin, nag-aaral din siya ng MBA. So definitely, if you are planning to have an MBA, or to undergo an MBA master's degree, no, after you graduate while working, it is manageable, no? Kasi nakita ko sa kanya na sobrang busy namin pero na-manage niya yung priorities niya well, no? Naging strategic siya, no? Para matapos niya yung MBA niya, no? While working, no? Okay, so if you don't see yourself, no? However, if you don't see yourself pursuing a corporate career, then a business program also gives you the skills to create your own business, or to take on business and management roles with more creative industries. Okay, but for this webinar, we'll focus more on the corporate career paths, no, of business graduates, no. So before we proceed, I want all the incoming business graduates here to pat yourselves on the back for a job well done, guys, no. I want you guys to pat yourself on your back. No, or to have someone pat you on your back, no? Huwag naman yung malakas. No? For a job well done, no? And of course, to our dear professors also, who really made sure our business graduates are equipped, no, with technical skills before they pursue their careers or venture into their own business. Or let's say, businesses. Yes. No? So the pathways in the business career field, no, through these pathways, you can explore the inner workings of how a business operates, learn the fundamentals of marketing, finance, and human resources. You might also develop deep understanding of business functions and prepare for management and leadership in the business, no, or workplace. So now, let's move on to the skills business graduates can bring to any job, no? So skills that business graduates can bring to any job. So we have two types of skills, no? The first one would be the technical skills, no? So what are technical skills? So these are the specific knowledge, no? Take note of the word specific, guys, no? These are the specific knowledge and abilities required, no? Required to do a job, no? To do the job. So why is this important, guys? No? So we have 3 points of view here, no? I will explain to you each one. So in general, this is important because technical skills are a great way for graduates to give themselves competitive advantage, no? Competitive advantage. So although they take time to master and often require additional learnings, so they are certainly worth the investment. Okay? Oh, how about the second one, no? Why is this important in the applicant's point of view? So in the applicant's point of view, technical skills are very important because it can help you work more efficiently. And ito yung number one, no? It would help you boost your confidence definitely and make you a more valuable candidate for employers, no? So yun yung importance ng technical skills for an applicant. Number one, syempre mas may confidence ka sa sarili mo na i-promote yung sarili mo doon sa pag-a-applyan mo if you have these technical skills, no? So how about in the business point of view or do sa employer mo? Why is technical skills important, no? So businesses are always on the lookout for knowledgeable candidate. Okay? Knowledgeable candidate, no? Why? Because their clients expect to work, no? Clients or customers, guys, no? Their clients or customers expect to work with highly skilled teams who they have confidence in to deliver the results they needed. Okay? So now, as to the technical skills needed, this would be a broad topic, guys, no? Since there are different technical skills required depending on a particular job or career. Okay? So this normally has something to do with the word yeah, this normally has something to do with the word specialist. Okay? For example, let me give you an example. No? Why is technical skills? Why do technical skills has something to do with the word specialist? No. So, for example, in the accounting profession, understanding of the financial reporting standards, financial management, tax-related matters, among others, are some of the specialization inside the accounting profession. Another example, when you have health-related concerns, who's the specialist for the health-related concern? Kung sakit po yung puso ko, paki-calculate naman yung pulse rate ko, gano'n ba yun? Di ba hindi? You'll definitely look for doctors, no? Nurse or someone specialized in specific fields like pediatrician if you have concerns relative to kids, no? Health ng kids mo, no? O gynecologist relative to pregnant moms, ophthalmologist for eye-related concerns, and so on and so forth, no, among others. So, that's with the word specialist, no? Meron pa nga tayong quote, no, na palagi mo rin ito maririnig, no? Normally, sa mga business, no, o kaya sa ibang career paths. The market rewards the specialist, no? So, yun yung, no? Doon natin marirelate yan, specialist. So let's discuss what are the expected common, no? So kasi masyadong broad yung technical skills needed eh. So let's look at the common technical skills of business graduates, no? Yan. What are the expected common technical skills of business graduates? Number one, technical writing, guys, no? What about technical writing? Many jobs that involve written communication require you to explain complex things in such a way that is easy to understand. So you might have to send messages, no? Messages to clients, manufacturers, or write press releases, web content, or manuals for clients. So being able to communicate complex ideas in a clear way will make you stand out in many jobs, no? And of course, tandem yan is yung use of tools, no? Yung technical writing. So like Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, and among others. No? And adaptability, no? What do I mean by adaptability? This has something to do with the technological innovations, no? You don't have to be tech savvy, no, guys. You just have to be flexible enough to adapt to changes and maximize the use of tools that would help you improve your performance, no? In terms of efficacy and efficiency. I would like to reiterate that word, no? That phrase, no? Kailangan ma-maximize mo yung tools na makakatulong para ma-improve yung performance mo, para mas maging effective ka at para mas maging mabilis, no? Definitely itong technological innovation more on para mas maging mabilis usually, no? Based on my experience kasi yung mga bagay-bagay na for example, nagagawa mo ng 5 minutes, kaya mong gawin 1 minuto lang o segundo lang. Due to as you maximize the use of technology, no? Companies do that also, guys, no? Companies usually adapt to technological innovations for efficiency and to improve their goods or services. Okay? So that's with the word adaptability. Okay, wait a minute, guys. For a moment, I'm just having technical difficulty with my materials. All right. So, ayan. So, some tips for you guys, no? So, I would like you to take down notes relative to this one. If you possess technical skills, and I believe meron kayo niyan, hindi pwedeng wala, no? Because yung mga tech professors natin, sila yung tumulong sa atin for us to have technical skills, right? So, definitely you possess one, no? So, these technical skills need to be given prominence on your CV or curriculum vitae or resume, no? And you should provide evidence of situations where you have used them, what you did, and the outcome. Probably kapag interview na. Okay, so make your curriculum vitae as achievement focused as possible. And to reiterate, required skills will vary, no? It varies based upon the job for which you're applying. So be sure to be specific, no? When listing hardware, software, programs, or application, etc. in your curriculum vitae, no? So, pero wag naman yung sobrang OA, guys, no? Na sobrang specific mo na, tipong ang dami mo nang nailagay, no? May mga irrelevant na nakalagay sa CV mo. Hindi naman, ang dami na nakalagay sa CV mo, including those that are irrelevant na doon sa trabahong ina-applyan mo. Okay? After all, nearly every job, no, requires employee to engage with others in some way, no? Okay? Almost all, no, career pathways or jobs requires employees, no, to engage with others in some way, no? More on a team setting normally yung corporate world ngayon. And that's where soft skills come into play. Okay? So ano naman yung soft skills, no? Oh, soft skills are the non-technical skills that relate to how you work. Okay? So this has something to do with your mindset, attitude and habits, no? So they include how you interact with your colleagues. Paano ka makipag-kapwa-tao o makipag-interact sa colleagues mo, no? It also includes how you solve problems, how you manage your work, and how you solve conflicts among others. Okay? Now, why do hiring managers typically look for applicants with soft skills, no? Hindi guys, bakit? Someone can be excellent with technical skills or just specific skills, but if they can't manage their time or work in a team, they may not be successful in the workplace. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, really every job requires the employees to communicate with others. That's why soft skills would be your friend, no? Further, as to one specific job, soft skills are crucial to business, definitely the customer-based jobs or career paths. Employees are in direct contact with customers. So it takes several soft skills to be able to listen to a customer and provide the customer with helpful and polite service. Lalo din mga talaga nagre-reklamo na medyo ma-challenge talaga yung pagiging professional. Okay? So if you've been working for a while, chances are you've already developed some soft skills. Okay? For example, if you already have work experience helping unhappy customers find a resolution, you have already used conflict resolution and problem-solving skills, no? How about those of you who have no experience? Okay? How about you who have no work experience? Ano kami, sir? Wala ba kaming soft skills na develop? Wala naman kaming work experience. Di naman sa ganun, no? Chances are, you've already developed some soft skills through project-based learnings in school. Okay? So for example, your thesis, feasibility studies, pa-projects ni professor na may deadline, among others, di ba? Kasi nag-work kayo on a team setting. Okay? So knowledge of how to efficiently manage tasks and communications organizations make time. So That's why siguro mas ma-appreciate nila bakit pa pinapagawa sa amin ng professor. Bakit ba yung mga project na ganyan? So, hindi lang technical skills yung couple. So, yung objective, bakit meron mga ganyan na binibigay sa atin ng mga professors natin? Kaya elementary pa. As the educational system's way to develop our soft skills as we grow. Para maging ready tayo sa tatangatin natin yun. Kasi in any family, kailangan nyo ng soft skills. Kahit sa business na ikaw lang mag-isa, wala kang name. Sabi natin dito, how you work. Teaching. Kaya kailangan soft skills. Kahit sa wala, kailangan mo yung management. That's it for so soft skills, no? Ano ba meron dun sa sa soft skills? It has given you ano meron dun sa mga experience and project-based learnings natin sa school? It has given you hands-on experience in developing skills for the 21st century. Okay? Ano yung mga ano yung mga skills of the 21st century? Leadership, communication, teamwork, effectively coordinating and motivating a group to achieve its best output, creative problem solving, and critical thinking skills. So these skills would definitely help you work effectively in diverse team setting. So what do I mean by diverse team setting? The corporate world, guys, in the corporate world, you might have teammates of different race, different culture, different religion, backgrounds, and beliefs, among others. So these factors could have an impact in your performance if you have problems with your soft skills. No? Now, I would like to highlight something here, guys. So listen carefully, guys. So I would like you to put this as part of your notes. Okay? So listen carefully, One of the characteristics of people who have excellent communication skills is that they can explain complex things in such a way that is easy to understand. Okay? Pagka meron ako nakikitang ganyan sa team ko, I consider that particular member of my team as easy. Okay? So you definitely have the edge as an applicant for that particular skill. Okay? Let me see if I can give you 10 seconds. In such a way you understand. So what now? Okay, so what now? I want you guys, to reflect on soft skills that serves as your strength, and of course, those that you think you need to develop. Okay, bago pa kayo pumasok sa corporate world, I want you to reflect, on the soft skills, na strong na kayo pagdating doon, or it serves as your strength, and of course, those that you need to develop for the specific career that you're targeting to pursue, Okay. Now tips naman. Kung may tips tayo dun sa technical skills kanina, meron din tayo sa soft skills. So employers typically don't directly ask if you have soft skills, Instead, they present situations and ask, what would you do? Okay, we will be having a workshop later, wherein we will do role playing, So I would randomly call someone with the help of our workshop team. I believe it's Patrick, to play the role of an applicant, So our workshop team would help me in randomly selecting someone from you guys to play the role as an applicant. Tapos ako yung manager na magi-interview. Gusto nyo ba yon? Gusto nyo ba yon, guys? So as if ini-interview na kayo, Okay, the objective of this activity or workshop, guys, is to give you an idea paano ba yung gagawin nyo pag kinakabahan kayo during interview. Joke lang. Just kidding, guys, So, syempre, dito pa lang dapat, bago pa kayo masabak sa interview, dapat maramdaman nyo na yung kaba. Na matrain nyo na yung sarili nyo, paano ba yung mga, ano ba yung mindset, ano ba yung dapat nasa isip ko pagka nasa job interview na ganyan. So this is for you, experience first hand yung job interview. Isipin nyo na lang, tayo wala na meeting room, tapos mamaya po yung workshop ay so, mga excited na sa inyo dyan, ha? Ang setting is as if we are not job interview. So, hello guys, can you hear me loud and clear? Hello. Hello. Narinig ba ako? Hello guys, hello. Can someone from my team confirm if you can hear me?
Okay,
Yes,
sir. Narinig
yes
po.
po.
Yes po.
Okay. So thank you so much for the confirmation team, no. So yeah, so exciting to mamaya, no guys. Definitely kakabahan yung matatawag, no. Pero yung matututunan nyo dito, no. Yung matututunan nyo dito is worth it definitely. So magiging activity natin mamaya. Pero objective of this activity or workshop is to give you an idea or experience firsthand as to the job interview. Pero disclaimer lang guys, no? The questions that you will hear later in our workshop doesn't mean na yun na yung itatanong sa inyo during your personal job interview sa papasukan yung trabaho. So kung gaano ka-challenging yung questions, ano yung objective ng interviewer, bakit niya tinatanong yun, and how would you respond, so doon kayo dapat mag-focus sa activity natin later on. O how about isama natin yung professors natin sa pwedeng matawag. Gusto niyo ba yun? So just kidding guys, no? Joke lang, no? So joke lang, our dear professors, ha? Icebreaker lang ni speaker yan. So masyado tayo seryoso sa topic, no? And intense, no? Ayan, so tips, no? Ano yung mga tip for another tip for soft skills? So you should also highlight your soft skills, guys, in your curriculum vitae. Okay, so in order to get your application notice, be sure to incorporate in your resume and cover letter or curriculum vitae the skills that you have that are relevant for the position. Always take note of the word relevant, no? Yung mga irrelevant, normally yung laman nun. Okay? Wag yung sobrang dami nang nakalagay, meron na mga irrelevant na laman. Wag din naman yung sobrang konti lang, no? So, pwede naman kayong mag-search ng mga ng mga pwede nyong i-model, i-benchmark ng mga resume or curriculum vitae. So, one way to do this, no? Paano ba kayo makakaisip ano yung technical skills o soft skills na relevant to your job, no? First, make a list of the skills that you have that are relevant to the job that you want, no? Next, compare your list of skills with the job listing. Then pick a few, no? Pick a few of the skills you have that appear to be the most important for the job you'd like, no? Or the career that you have already selected. Okay, you want to pursue. Also, highlight your most relevant skills as well as your job-specific ones during job interviews. Hindi lang doon sa curriculum vitae, no? By being able to provide real-life examples. So, magkukwento ka rin, no? Kasi dito sa job interview, you are selling yourself. No, you are selling the idea to the interviewer na dapat I have what it takes to be hired, no, as an employee, and I can do the job, no, I can do the role because I have the skills and the proper mindset, no, for me to take the role. So, yun yung idea na sinisell mo. So you should be able to make the other party or the employer buy to your idea. Okay? Paano mo siya mapapabili do sa idea na binibenta mo na you are capable, no? Doon sa position na ina-applyan mo. So pay close attention also while the interviewer is talking, no? This will show your listening skills. Baka kasi habang nasa job interview ka, sobrang kaba mo, ang dami na pumapasok sa isip mo kung ano-ano. 'Di ba? So, minsan tuloy, makikita kasi yan ng employer if you're not paying attention, no? So, hindi naman siguro madalas yung mga ganyan. Pero that's something that dapat paghandaan. Okay? Being ready, no? Isa yun sa mga dapat nating ginagawang habit, no? Now, let's talk about the traditional pathways, no? I think we should have a break muna bago tayo pumunta dun sa bago tayo pumunta dun sa career pathways, no? So, Jean, so can kindly assist, no, in the ano ba, meron ba tayong pa-break time or
Yes, sir. Okay po, sir.
like 5 to 10 minutes, okay. Thank you so much, Jean. Take it away. So it's now 10 a.m., no? I think we could get back by 10:05 or 10:10. So depende dun sa ipapacilitate ni Miss Jean.
All right,
Hi,
thank you so
everyone.
much. Okay, go.
Hi everyone, I'm Eden Rose Angot, your host for today's webinar. Before the speaker proceed to his discussion, I would like to call another intermission number prepared by sponsor team, followed by the icebreaker prepared by Patrick Madrid to energize our morning.
I ain't tryna. Yeah, ain't tryna be cool like you. Wobbling around in your high heel shoes, I'm clumsy. Made friends with the floor. 2 for 1, you know a bitch by 4. And 2 left feet, you know I always drop. First thing a girl did was a bop. And the whole damn cake and the cherry on top. Shook up the bottom, made a good girl pop. You ain't even here to party. Ken in the club tryna pipe a Barbie. I don't wanna go with the flow back then until I touch my toes. I don't wanna roll the boat. Wrist full of rocks and I hope I float. Big up yourself cause you know they don't. I chew cause they hope I show. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. Bitch, I'm the after, you've been the before. I've been the stallion, you've been the seahorse. Don't need a report, don't need a press run. All of my bad pics been all my best one. I wear the hat and I wear the pants. I am advanced, so I get advanced. And I do my dance and cancel the plans. Said, boo, don't be mad cause you had a chance. Yeah, said I took it and I ran for it. I run it and I stand on it. Money on the floor when we dance on it. Shine bright when I put a tan on it. Said I took it and I ran for it. I run it and I stand on it. Money on the floor when we dance on it. Shine bright when I put a tan on it. Like, bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss. I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss. I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch.
So, thank you so much for the enjoyable intermission number. Now, let's call on Patrick Madrid to have another icebreaker.
Hello? Hello? Hello, guys. Narinig niyo na ako. So, good morning, guys. So, sorry at medyo na-delay dahil sa hindi marinig. So, now we are on the second part of our icebreaker and we call it the gibberish word. I know some of you may already know this group, guys. However, for the purpose of those who don't, this is a game where you will be given a set of words to form. Take note, guys, that the words are gibberish, meaning they are a nonsensical word that can form phrases through rhyming. I hope, guys, that you will enjoy our little game. So, let's now proceed to our game. But before that, guys, I would like to all of you to open up your camera for us all to enjoy this game. Okay? Guys, open your camera na. Open po. So, we'll proceed na po to our game.
Wala pa rin.
Sige, ikaw na may mag-ano.
Hello?
Hi guys. So to continue, as Patrick saying earlier, I think my partner having a technical issue. I'm sorry for that inconvenience, guys. So let's continue our icebreaker number 2. Are you excited, everyone? So let me introduce the mechanics again. Okay. Now we are on the second part of our icebreaker. Okay. So we will call it that gibberish word. Some of you may already know this game. However, for the purpose of those who don't know, this is a game where you will be given set of words. Okay, take note, guys, that the words I give, the gibberish, meaning they are nonsensical words that can be formed phrases through rhyming. So I hope you will all enjoy our little game. So before that, I want everyone to open their cameras, or you can actually simply write down the answer on the comment box. Okay, so let's start this icebreaker. Yes, so let's start. The first rhyming words are quack, Ron 10. Guess the word that can be formed to that kind of sentences, guys. Okay, you can write your answer to the comment box. Oh, take note, you only have 5 seconds to answer. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me know your answer, guys. Okay, Miss Rosevik Bantusila got the correct answer. The quack would be a quarantine. Yes. Okay, the next rhyming words are pantlinear. So let me know your answer, guys. Comment down below. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, someone got the correct answer. Mr. GB Oralio got the frontliner. It's frontliner, guys. No green-minded to that rhyming. Frontliner. It's frontliner, not panty-liner. Oh my God. Okay. I'm sorry for that term. Okay, let's move on to our next rhyming. Okay, next will be hop bull juice. So guess the word, guys. Let me know your answer. Okay, bye. Oh, Miss Jessa, the Sendario is very competitive in this round. Okay, Miss Jessa, the Sendario got the correct answer. Apple juice. Yes. Okay. This would be very easy to everyone. Okay, let's move on to our next words of rhyming. Okay, next are Hi, dance, ek. What would be the answer? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Miss Baltosila. Oh my God. You're very competitive. Hide and seek. She got the correct answer. Oh my God. Miss Baltosila running on this round. Okay. Next word. Okay, next word tayo. Shock, cough, outrage. So let me know your answer. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my God, my partner got the correct answer. Did you believe that? Oh my God. Jack of all trades. Oh, did you believe that? My partner got the correct answer. I think my partner not having a technical issue now. Oh my God. Let's move on to our next rhyming word. Cope like this. Okay, let me know your answers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Huh. I see the comment below that my answer also commented the correct answer. I woke up like this, yes. The correct answer is I woke up like this. Like what my reflection now. I just woke up like this, guys. Oh my God. Okay. Let's move on to our next word, right? Bang. Okay. Sand, fear, rub. Okay. Bang, gig, sand, fear, rub. Let me know your answer. Comment down below. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Mr. Arnel and Mr. JB got the correct answer. Pancake and syrup, yes. I think this is a very easy icebreaker to you guys. So that's all for now. Thank you for participating to our icebreaker. I hope you enjoy. Bye, Miss Jessa or Miss Menendez. Back to you guys. Thank you.
So hello guys, hope you enjoy and have fun for the icebreaker prepared by Rick Vergara. Next, may I call on our speaker, Mr. John Ray Villaferte, to continue the discussions.
All right, so thank you so much for the energetic icebreaker, no, Sir Eric Vergara, no, for our host, Sir Rick Vergara pala, sorry, no, very energetic. I hope na-energize kayo, guys, no. Can someone from my team confirm if you can hear me loud and clear now?
Yes po, sir.
And you can now see the slides?
Yes po.
Ayan. So guys, stretching muna kayo, no? Stretching for 15 seconds. Oh. Stretching muna tayo para mental energy. Yan. Okay, so let's continue, no? So looking at the world around you guys, no? It is easy to see how business power day-to-day life, no? New technology companies, your favorite brands marketing department, your go-to shopping applications, they all use knowledge to help them, no? They all use business knowledge to help them be successful. Now, if you dream of owning your own business or being part of a team that launches new product or services, then the business program is for you, no? And with that, let me introduce you to the versatile career pathways of business graduates, no? So here are the typical career pathways of the business graduates, no, in general. We have the accounting pathways, the business finance pathway, the administrative support pathway, entrepreneurship pathway, general management pathway, and last but not the least, no, among others lang to guys, no, marketing communication pathway. Okay? So, I would like to highlight muna yung finance and accounting. No? If you decide to go into accounting or finance pathway, your job may involve the following, no? Review of your company's current and previous financial situation, advising clients on tax and expenditure, managing records and business transactions, playing roles in mergers and acquisition, and taking responsibility for preventing bad practice, as well as fraud and negligence, among others. So generalized business studies, or business degrees will usually cover aspects of the following, no, as shown in the slide. However, if you wish to pursue a career in accounting or finance, you'll usually need to gain further qualifications. So a good option for business graduates is to apply for a graduate role, as we have mentioned earlier, no, and complete a specialized qualification while you work. No, in many larger companies, the course cost will be covered by the employer, no? May mga ganun na mga, kumari gusto mo mag-MBA, yung iba, pwedeng ilakad sa company na tipong yung company na yung magsasagot ng MBA mo, provided you meet the requirements for them to shoulder the cost of your MBA, no? Or other master's program, or kung ano man yung further program na or gusto mong i-invest sa sarili mo, no? Okay, so what we will be doing right now is I will introduce you to each career pathways, no? Magkakaroon tayo ng discussion ano ba yung mga sample career or job na meron, no? Pagka pinasok niyo yung pathway na yan. So, career pathway number 1 is the accounting career pathway. So, example of a particular job, no, entry-level job is the accounting associate level, no? So what's the objective of an accounting associate, no? Its objective is to help a business be financially successful through financial accounting in compliance with regulatory requirements. Okay? So this is to give you an overview, guys, no? Ano yung mga usual career paths, no? Ano yung mga common career path sa loob nung bawat isa na dinaanan natin from the previous slide. So in this case, we will be having accounting for now, no? So what are the common responsibilities, no? Number 1, bookkeeping, no? This has something to do with the recording and keeping the financial records of the business. So this is where you could use what you've learned, like yung journal entries in different types of journals, like the purchase journal, sales journals, among others, no? Number 2, assistance in the preparation of financial reports. So you would definitely perform this, especially during the monthly closing activity. Now, what's with monthly closing activity, sir? No? So this is where the company closes its books and prepares end of month adjusting entries for transactions. So for example, accrual of expenses. So these are expenses that were already incurred but not yet billed, no? Already incurred but not yet billed, no, to the company. So simple example would be the monthly electric bill, wherein the billing would normally come within the first week of the following month, no, yung Meralco bill natin. The company would normally record an accrual of these expenses, as at an amount of its best estimate, which is usually based on previous experience. So definitely, hindi pa naman alam ni company kung magkano yung i-bill sa kanya. Pero kailangan na niyang i-accrue yung expense na yun because it was already incurred sa accounting. So yan yung isa sa mga end of month na transactions na kino-consider sa monthly closing. Okay? Teka, I would reshare my screen. Okay, can you now see my screen, guys? The presentation material?
Okay, sir. Nakikita po.
Kita naman, no? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So, thank you so much. So, next. General office work, no? Among others, no? Ito lang yung tatlo na usual na responsibilities among others, guys. No? So general office work, it has something to do with the mechanical preparation of reports, which was already reviewed by your superiors. So another example would be assistance to third-party experts helped by the company for the accounting-related requirements like the auditors and consultant. No? So yung company kasi na pag-apply natin, for example, in the accounting department, we would normally encounter third-party individuals or team members from other company. They would normally ask questions and request supporting documents from you guys, the accounting department. So if you're handling the account that they are examining, chances are you're dealing with their questions and requests. You're the knowledgeable company person for a particular matter. Say for example, let's say for example, ano yung asset, no? Register o yung asset process. So definitely, if the auditor or the third-party consultant as regulated in ikaw yung pagkakaroon kasi ikaw yung nag-handle. Yeah. So what are the typical technical skills needed? No? So as we have mentioned earlier, technical skills has something to do with the word specialty. So in the accounting department, no, of a company, so you have to have an understanding of the fundamentals of accounting and finance. You also have to have an understanding of the importance of business accounting and also computer skills like the use of spreadsheets and computer-based accounting programs would also be an additional plus points, no? So guys, no, baka meron sa inyong nalulula dyan, kailangan pala ng ganyan, computer skills, no, like yung paggamit ng Excel, computer-based accounting programs like SAP, Oracle, etc. Don't you worry, guys, no, we will be having an immersion later on wherein I will share to you experiences, no, nung nandyan ako sa kinatatayuan nyo. I've been there, no, na naging graduate din ako, no, naging new hire, no, dito sa corporate world. So don't you worry, guys, no, I will give you an overview ano ba yung meron sa typical soft skills na yan. Paano kung wala ka o hindi ka masyadong maalam, no, doon sa mga paggamit ng Excel, etc. Okay, so business finance pathway. Now let's move on to the business finance pathway. So the business finance pathway includes, as we have mentioned earlier, no, sa simula pa lang, includes a wide range of occupations in banking and finance. Some of which relates to managing and implementing policy and strategy for an organization's capital structure, budgeting, acquisition and investment, financial modeling and planning, funding, dividends and taxations. So ang dami, di ba? So since this pathway includes a wide range of occupations in banking and finance, let's have two examples for business finance. No, kanina sa accounting, gusto nyo lang example natin. Dito gawin natin dalawa. So first, bank teller, no? So in banking naman to. Okay? So what's the objective of a bank teller? So this is the bank teller's objective is to represent the company to the customers in handling their concerns. Okay, so nabanggit natin kanina, so skills number 1 pagdating sa mga customer-based job or career paths, no? What's the responsibility, no? Primary responsibility to assist customers in their concerns, no? From the word itself, yung objective. What are the typical skills needed? So listening skills, effective verbal communication skills, and the ability to satisfy customers while adhering to company standards or the banking standards. So that's for the bank teller, guys. Now, how about a corporate finance associate? Okay. Nowadays, sa corporate world, normally accounting and finance, ginagawa siyang isa na lang. No? Kung sino yung nasa accounting, yun na rin yung finance, no? Of finance and accounting department, no? Accounting and finance department. Meron din kayo probably may encounter na companies magkahiwalay talaga, no? Normally, isa lang siya, no? Now, what's the difference nito do sa accounting associate kanina? So the objective of corporate finance associate is to help business reach new heights with their analytical expertise through a career in business finance. Okay, include the word analytical expertise, no? Para matulungan yung business mag-reach ng new heights. Oh. What's the responsibility? No? Primary responsibility would be to assist in the formulation and interpretation of financial information. So ito yung mga, for example, from raw data, no? Ang daming laman ng data. Pag titingnan mo sa Excel file, wala ka namang makikita doon na insight, di ba? May mga columns, may mga row, tas ang daming data, puro data lang siya, no? Kumari, log yun ng sales, kaya log yun ng mga fixed asset na binili, o log yun ng purchases. Listahan lang siya plain na listahan Pero yung mga finance team, capable sila of data and analytics wherein they can present visualization from that raw data. Okay? So that's one of the particular skills of business finance, of corporate finance associate. So yung mga nakikita nyo, may visualization like mayroong pie chart para mapakita at ilan ba yung percentage. Mayroong 3 streams of revenue company. Stream A, stream B, stream B, stream C. Pie chart, yung mapakita. 80% of our sales per day is coming from ganito. Ganitong industry, yung mga ganun. So, compared to last year, the performance natin, hindi naman magpe-present ng raw data, di ba? It's more of visualization, naka-chart yan, no? Just like what we have done, we had earlier, no? Yung sa coverage ng business, puro visualization yun, walang maraming nakasulat yung ginawa ko, no? So parang ganun, yung sa short but sweet yung visualization. Kita mo agad ano yung value adding insight. Now, what are the typical skills needed? Definitely accounting skills and understanding, no? As to how they relate in running a business. Hindi porque alam mo yung accounting, okay na yun. Na dapat marirelate mo siya on how to run a business, no? Ano gamit nun sa pag-operate ng business, sa pag-manage ng money ng business, pag-manage ng assets. Okay? How do we So, ito kasi yung management naman kasi yung nagdi-decide dyan. Tayo, we provide information that are value adding, no? That gives insight for their decision making. Ano pa yung typical skills? Computer skills needed to complete finance project. Okay? So balik tayo sa primary use ng financial information na pine-prepare, no, ng finance team. So the primary use of this financial information is to provide valuable insight to the management or for decision making, such as compliance and risk management. For example, ito, madalas to, no? During the current pandemic-induced economic recession, before management decide as to whether to reduce business cost by cutting labor cost, no? For example, layoff, furlough, or pay cut among others, the management would definitely need to check, no, or examine first the relevant financial information. So kailangan muna nila makita yung numbers natin o nasa na ba yung business natin. Ano ba impact ng current pandemic? Kailangan ba natin mag-reduce ng cost? If we need to reduce cost, in what way? Bago sila makapag-decide ng mga bagay-bagay na ganyan, they need valuable insights from the numbers of the company. The finance team is one that would help the management in that decision making through the financial presentation of financial information, no? So that's it for the accounting and finance. So let's move on to the administrative support career pathway. Okay, so all organizations, not just businesses, require administrative support. Okay? So making this a versatile career pathway talaga. So, one good example would be the human resource assistant. Okay, so what's the objective of a human resource assistant? Entry level. Objective is to implement company policies and strategies, no? And also to represent the companies to the employees in handling employee-related concern. So siguro may idea na kayo ano yung mga typical skills na needed, no? So what are the typical skills? Okay. Number one, administrative duties. For example, payroll and benefits administration. So yung mga payroll that pumasok sa cut-off yan, no? So documentation like grievances, terminations, absences, performance reports, and compensations and benefits and information. And also recording of maintenance. So yan yung mga typical administrative duties, no? So ang daming mga papel-papel, daming paperworks, no? Number two, recruitment or new hire process. So beyond administrative duties, however, HR assistants are also often involved in recruiting, hiring, and training new employees. So typical tasks, therefore, include posting job openings, gathering information on new applicants, contacting references, and informing employees of their hiring status. So this member of the HR team are also often responsible for handling everything from scheduling the office holiday party to handling travel arrangements for company executives. So what are the typical skills, no? Number one, computer skills needed for the administrative tasks. Definitely, no? Number two, communication skills. Kasi nga, you will represent the company to the employees in handling employee-related concerns. And also, you will conduct recruitment activities. That's why communication skills are also crucial, no? As a human resource assistant. And last but not the least would be the priority management skills. You must be able to prioritize and plan work activities as to use time efficiently. That's it with the priority management skills. So now let's move on to the entrepreneurship career pathway. So this is also a wide range of business ventures an entrepreneur could try on. Now, for an entry level, let's try to have an overview, no, or a bird's eye view as to the franchisee. No? Franchisee is an individual or company that holds a franchise for the sale of goods or the operation of a service. For example, I want to have my own Jollibee restaurant. For example, I should be granted a franchise by the particular company, no, or the Jollibee Foods Corporation for me to have one. Okay. So before I could operate that particular franchise, I should be able to secure an agreement, no, with the franchisor. O pwede rin yung 7-Eleven, pwede rin yung mga kung ano pa, yun naisip nyo pwede i-franchise. Nowadays, yung mga milk tea, yan, mga ganon, no? So what's the objective of the entrepreneur? As we have discussed earlier, the definition of the entrepreneur. So they anticipate the needs and bring good new ideas to the market. So what are the responsibilities as an entrepreneur? The typical responsibilities are as follows. So, enhance its positive contribution to society while minimizing negative impacts on people and the environment. Number two, treating customers and competitors honestly. No, honesty to customers and competitors. And last is caring about the well-being of employees, if any, no, if you have employees, and also to consumers, definitely. What are the typical skills, no, or the specialty of an entrepreneur? Number one, business acumen or being decisive, no. So this relates to keenness and quickness in understanding and dealing with a business situation. So, for example, risk and opportunities, no? So, keenness and quickness in understanding and dealing with business situation in a manner that is likely to lead to a good outcome. Okay? So, when presented with risks or opportunities, mabilis mo ma-analyze, no, yung decisions o yung ano ba yung strategy mo. So para kang nag-chess. Ganun, no? Pag may risk or opportunity, meron ka dapat business acumen. So marketing skills. This has something to do with promoting your business and attracting investors. Next would be the ability to make sense out of complexity and an uncertain future, no, or the critical thinking skills. Next would be the flexibility for further change if warranted in the future, especially nowadays. Di ba maraming businesses na nag-adapt in the current pandemic-induced economic recession. Kasi may mga businesses na talagang hindi nakapag-adapt, sila yung probably nag-close ang operations. No? Meron din naman mga businesses na naging resilient. And meron ding mga businesses na nag-boom, mas nag-boom because of the economic, this pandemic-induced economic recession. So, yan. So, flexibility for further change if warranted in the future. And last but not the least also is the accounting and bookkeeping, because entrepreneurs definitely should have an idea as to the numbers of their business. You can't improve what you don't measure. That's why they should have knowledge or specialty relative to accounting and bookkeeping. Understanding of accounting and bookkeeping. Next, okay, general management pathway. Sir, fresh graduate lang kami, bakit management? Ba't ganun? Pwede ba yun? Definitely yes, guys. One particular example would be the food service managers. Okay? Food service managers. What's the objective of a food service manager? The objective is to help a business become more profitable and efficient. It also has the objective to align team's objective to the business overall objective. Okay? So, what are the typical responsibilities of a food service manager? Number one, approach their work from an entrepreneurial perspective. So, yung mindset mo, entrepreneur ka dapat kapag ka food service manager ka, and focus on the value that an employee can bring to the company. So, yun yung number one, entrepreneurial mindset. Number two, to oversee employees to verify that all policies and procedures are being followed. And also to encourage professional and personal behavior. Last but not the least is conflict management, or also known as resolving complaints, customer complaints. So this is required for mediating situations where the customer is unhappy related to the food quality, for example, service rendered or waiting times. Now, what are the technical skills needed? Typical technical skills needed here or specialty of food service manager as follows. Customer service skills. So this would typically include active listening skills, effective verbal communication skills, and the ability to satisfy customers while adhering to company standards. Next would be the leadership skills to build and manage productive teams, so which would eventually have an impact in achieving business goals. Also, business acumen, being decisive when presented with risks or opportunity. This business acumen. Next would be skills on managing a team, and last would be understanding of budgeting. Kasi yung mga food service manager, they are the ones normally who normally prepares the budgeting, For example, yung budgeting or yung scheduling ng mga team members. So sino yung papasok sa Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so on and so forth. What time papasok, yung mga papasok ng ganyang araw, di ba? So managing of resources, So that's it for the food service. Ayan, so hindi lang entry level. So actually, entry level din naman yan para sa mga fresh grads. Pero normally, yung mga food service manager, bago maging manager, kailangan maging maging crew. Kumbaga, crew yung usual term. Before you become a service manager, but if you're already a graduate of a 4-year degree, ayan, so pwede kayo dumiretso sa food service managers, Definitely, you're having an idea na, as to the career pathways. Next would be the marketing communication pathway. So from social media to billboards, marketing is all around us, So let's talk about a marketing assistant. So what's the objective of a marketing assistant? To help the business widen its reach. What are the typical responsibilities? Daily administrative tasks. So for This is to ensure the functionality and coordination of the department's activities. Next would be to assist in organizing campaigns and developing marketing strategies. And next would be to conduct market research and analyze consumer rating reports or questionnaires. So papasok din dito probably yung mga call center agent, no? So I believe some of you are concerned relative to the business process outsourcing industry, the BPO industry. It is a growing industry in our country. So papasok dito yung some aspects of the job ng mga call center agents. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me guys, no? Tama ba sa mga call center agents natin dyan na mga kasama natin? So technical skills needed. Relevant computer skills, definitely. Okay, the use of spreadsheets, databases, inventories with statistical data, financial and non-financial information. And number 2, understanding of office management and marketing principles. Ayan, yung mga pinag-aralan natin, no? So, babalik-balikan nyo yung mga pinag-aralan ng mga professors natin, definitely, kapag kinailangan nyo on the job. And last but not the least would be the communication and presentation skills. Okay, so that's it for the typical career pathways of business graduates. So, looking for the best entry-level jobs, guys, no? Looking for the best entry-level jobs or positions. So kanina nga we had an activity with Sir Rick, no? Ano bang pipiliin mo? Maging corporate career ba or mag-entrepreneur? So pag pumasok ka naman sa corporate career, ano naman yung papasukin mong career? O if you will venture into business, ano yung type of business na i-venture mo? So maraming sangay yan pagka pinasok mo yung isa sa dalawa, di ba? So the key is to identify entry-level jobs or career that is most rewarding, both in terms of salary and future career prospects. Okay, I want that to sink in, guys, no? Both in salary and future career prospects. Alright, so yun yung dalawang factors na i-consider nyo, no? Now, if there's a conflict between the two, let's say for example, okay sa future career prospects pero bagsak yung salary. O, scenario B naman, okay yung salary pero yung future career prospects, medyo mapapaganon ka, no? If there's conflict between the two, the long-term prospect should be given more importance, no? That's for me, guys, no? Ito lang yung mapapaya ko sa inyo, guys. Kung mamimili kayo ng landas na tatahakin, and you're considering salary and future career prospects, give importance, no? Give more weight dun sa future career prospects. So we think long term, when we decide, no? Lalo na pag major decisions yan in our personal career, family, we should always think long term, sabi nga ni Sir Warren Buffett. When making decisions, the mindset would be, what would be the impact 5 years from now? At least 5 years from now. Ganon. If I choose option A, what's the impact 5 years from now? No? If I choose option A compared to option B, ganon. Pros and cons. Now think hard about which might be the best fit for your abilities and interests. You might also want to consider which pathway you are passionate about. So once you have narrowed down what interests you the most, you can begin your search, no? Okay, so I would give you an example, guys, bakit ko sinasabi na mas pahalagahan nyo yung future career prospects kaysa sa salary. Ito kasi yan, guys, no? Merong mga trabaho na depende rin kasi yan sa situation mo, no? Merong mga fresh grads na they definitely need mas malaki talagang sahod sa sitwasyon nila kasi merong pamilya, kaya meron bukod sa pamilya, no, marami ding responsibilities, ganyan. So kailangan na nila ng malaking sahod, entry level pa lang. So meron din namang mga fresh grads na wala namang gaanong responsibility, no? Wala silang dependent sa kanila, no? So probably itong scenario B, yung walang dependence, sila normally yung mas nag-give weight doon sa future career prospects compared to salary. And normally, yung nasa scenario A, yung meron ng mga dependents and responsibilities like those with families, no, na umaasa sa kanila, they are the ones who normally choose o give more weight doon sa salary pagka namimili ng career. So I will give you an example. Bakit ko mas ini-emphasize yung future career prospects para sa inyo pag mamimili kayo ng career. So as an example, like in our profession, no, in the CPA profession, we have the audit of the public practice, no, sa audit industry, no. So definitely mas malaki yung salary. Merong mga field na mas malaki yung salary, merong mga field na mas maliit yung salary. Pag entry level to, guys, no. So let's say for example in industry in field letter A or career pathway A, ganun na lang natin gawin, no? Career pathway A, career pathway B. So sa career pathway A, mababala yung entry level salary. Pero doon sa career na yon, yung isang taon na experience mo equivalent sa 3 to 5 years of experience mo sa career pathway B. Okay, so ganun yung career pathway A, O how about career pathway B? Balik rin lang natin yung A. So let's say sa letter B, yung career pathway mo sa B, yung salary mo mataas-taas kahit papaano kumpara doon sa entry level ni A. Pero yung growth mo, paulit-ulit yung ginagawang trabaho, mechanical, nothing new. There's nothing new, no? So normally, it would take years for you to get promoted to a higher level. Let's say, for example, 3 years, 5 years, or minsan pa nga 8 years onwards bago ma-promote to a higher level. So bago mag-upgrade yung salary mo, ang tagal. However, dito sa letter A, promotion, pwede kang ma-promote taon-taon. Kasi nga, dito sa career pathway A, although mababa yung salary, compared kay career pathway B, yung growth mo, yung price, no, yung kapalit. 'Di ba? Yung growth na, for example, sa career pathway A, nasi-squeeze yung years of experience in just a year or 2 years. So parang, so yun yung, may mga ganon, guys, no? So for that particular scenario, I highly recommend na you choose career pathway A. Kasi you will definitely thank yourself in the long run. The older version of you, yung version mo na nag-grow, you will definitely thank yourself in the long run if yung mindset mo in your decision making is more of considering the impact of your big decisions 5 years onwards from now. You think long term. Okay? O, balik tayo doon sa kwento ko. Bakit? Let's say, for example, doon sa career pathway A, so na-promote. So lumaki din yung sahod eventually, di ba? O, compare natin sa career pathway B. Hindi pa rin na-promote. Merit increase lang taon-taon due to inflation. Tapos dito sa career pathway A, mas lumaki na yung sahod niya kumpara kay career pathway B. Kasi yung career pathway B, yung sahod niya, entry level pa rin na nag-increase lang due to merit increase taon-taon. Due to inflation, ganyan. Normally kasi, no, nagkakaroon ng increase talaga, normally, every year, ng salary. So apart from the merit increase, meron ding increase kasi na-promote ka. Siyempre, iba naman yung mas higher level yung responsibility mo, no, pag na-promote ka. So let's say, after 3 to 5 years, nagkita kayo ng colleague mo, career pathway A, career pathway B. So, nasa sayo, iwi-weigh mo kung ano yung pros and cons ng dalawa. And, ano yung pros ng career pathway A? Yung growth mo mas mabilis. You always feel pressure. Okay? Ano yung con ng career pathway A? Mas madalas matcha-challenge yung emotional quotient mo. Yung mindset mo, no? Mas lagi kang mapipressure. Punta tayo sa career pathway B. Ano yung pros naman ng career pathway B? Siyempre, entry level pa lang. Medyo malaki-laki na yung sahod mo. Di ba? Ano pa yung isa niyang pro? hindi siya ganun ka nakaka-pressure na trabaho. No, it's something that within your comfort zone. Okay? Take note of the word, within your comfort zone. That's why chill siya, kumbaga. So, hindi ka nakakaramdam ng pressure. So, day in and day out, ganun lang, sakto lang. So, walang bago. May bago definitely yung mga specific for the day. Pero, at the end of the month, at the end of the quarter, when you reflect, di ba? So, that's with the, Now, ano naman yung con? Because of that, hindi ganun kabilis yung growth mo kasi lagi kang nasa loob ng comfort zone mo eh. Unlike doon sa environment wherein you are always pressured to expand your comfort zone, to have a breakthrough. So meron nga tayong meron akong nabasa na yung carbon, hindi ko na maalala kung carbon ba yun eh. Pag in-applyan daw siya ng pressure, tsaka lang siya nagiging diamond. So, ganoon daw yung nagagawa ng pressure sa atin, guys. So, mas mabilis kang mag-grow. Diba? Kasi pag di ka nakakaramdam ng pressure, tendency, magiging, complacent ka, no? So, nandun ka lang sa loob ng comfort zone mo, di ka nag-grow. Diba? So, ganun siya, no? So, weigh nyo yung pros and cons. But for me, guys, no? Payo ko lang sa inyo, think long term, no? Pagka mamimili kayo ng best entry-level job, okay? Ngayon, yung maliit na salary, entry level, consider it as if natututo kayo para kayong nasa school pa rin. Doon sa option A. Bakit? Kasi as if natututo, mas mabilis kasi yung growth doon eh. Di ba? So para kayong nasa school pa rin, pero may sahod. Gusto nyo ba yon? Nasa school, nag-aaral kayo, pero may sahod. So ganun yung ganun normally yung mindset ng mga tao na mas pumapasok sa mas challenging na role, mas challenging na career path sa entry level. Pero hindi ganun ka-promising sa simula, simula lang yan. Yung entry level salary. Ang mindset nila, they treat their work as if nasa school pa rin sila. Kasi they are there to learn. Hindi sila nandun para kumita ng pera. They are there to learn. Yun yung gusto nilang i-juice out do sa experience nila do sa job. They are there to learn. And habang natututo sila, may sahod pa. So parang bonus na lang yung sahod. Ang pinaka-punteriya is to learn. Kasi meron, possible, gusto nyo, doon na talaga yung career path nyo, or sa susunod kasing kabanata ng career nyo, very big impact yung experience nyo doon sa unang pagdadaanan nyo na career. Okay, so that's it, guys, no? For the, ano ba yung mga tips ko sa inyo generally? So, consider nyo number 1, salary level, and yung future career prospects. And give more weight doon sa future career prospects, guys. You will definitely thank yourself 5 to 10 years from now if you give more importance to sa future career prospects. But, iba-iba tayo ng situation, guys. No? So, there are definitely some of you who will choose higher paying job sa entry level, and nothing's wrong with that. So, ang importante lang, you have already accepted dapat yung pros and cons niya bago ka pumasok doon. Okay? Ayan, so I think we should move on now to the workshop, guys. No? So, ito yung part na kung saan we will randomly call someone to answer my questions as if nandito tayo sa job interview already. No, so yung maseselect, no, yung matatawag would be the one to play the role of the interviewee, no, or a job applicant. Tapos ako yung magtatanong sa inyo. For example, ako yung manager na mag-i-interview sa inyo. But guys, no, yung mga questions na itatanong ko is not all related to accounting profession, no. Since yung business is a versatile program, no, na nagbibigay sa inyo ng versatile career pathway. So marami to. Marami kang pwedeng pasukin na job having the business program, no, in your arsenal. So, without further ado, I think we should start. Miss Jean, can you please assist me in selecting our first applicant, no? So, isang applicant, isang question lang, okay?
Okay po, sir. Thank you po, sir. Beforehand, I want to call Patrick Madrid for the tips for some tips for our speaker activity later on. Mr. Patrick Madrid.
Hi, good afternoon, guys. Good morning, guys. Sorry. I am going to talk about how the tips that you can use on your interview as you apply on the job. Very, very soon. Oh, okay, guys. So this is the tips that you should consider to pass on your interview. Dress the part. Being presentable on your interview will not only improve your confidence but also will gives you another points on the interviewer. Research the company role. Gathering information regarding the company that you are going to apply is a must. You know what? Because this will gives you ideas for the insightful questions as the interview goes on. Show up on time. Alam naman natin na all of us are really, madalas tayong malate. Minsan hindi time management nga kumbaga, di ba? But although arriving late is largely avoidable, but it is a still common complaint among interviewers. So, kailangan before, for example, before our interview, for example, for tomorrow is our interview. So, dapat one day before we are already inaayos na natin yung mga gagamitin natin, dadalhin natin para kinabukasan tuloy-tuloy na lang, smooth na lang yung magiging gagawin natin. Prepare insightful interview questions. So, ito yung sa part na you need to sa part na nag-research kayo about sa company na pag-a-applyan ninyo. To show you this will show your interest and knowledge in the job and company. That you can also prepare, that will also gives you preparation for the questions that you might ask on your interviewer. Ask for the job. Asking about your job is really not a bad idea. You know why? Because asking this will help you to know the background of the position you are applying for. Prepare for the weaknesses questions. Ito pa guys, this is the commonly asked question sa mga nag-a-apply na minsan nasasagot ng mali. Weaknesses is not your personality traits, but rather your weaknesses are the things that can be improved on. While on the other hand, personality traits are natural inherent traits with you that nobody can fix unless you fix that yourself. So, yung mga weakness, if ever i-ask tayo ng interviewer about sa weaknesses natin, ito yung mga bagay-bagay na kaya nating i-improve sa sarili natin na, for example, yung mga skills na na-acquire na natin na kaya natin i-enhance pa as we continue working on that said company. Yeah, talk about the value you'll add to the company. In this part, dapat we are going to showcase ourselves, our talents sa interviewer na all positive na kung ano mang positive yan dapat sabihin natin yan sa interviewer kasi this will add points sa ating interview eh. 'Di ba? And this one, sound confident. Kailangan every time communicate tayo sa ating interviewer, we should always sound confident because kunyari madadala rin kasi natin to once na nag-start na tayo magtrabaho. Yung pagiging confident natin sa lahat ng ginagawa natin na parang talagang kailangan natin magbasa na magle-lead sa ating confidence na mas mapataas. And lastly is the connect with the interviewer. In the Q&A portion of the interview, wherein you and we as the as the applicant and the interviewer, we should have a connection with the interviewer because this will lead to a good communication wherein both of us will have a productive communication na makakatulong din to sa atin na makapasok tayo sa ating ina-applyang position. So yun po yun. That are some of the tips na pwede nyong dalhin once na nag-apply na tayo, lalo na sa ating mga graduating students na magagamit natin yan pag nag-apply na tayo. Also, not only for business courses but also lahat ng courses, lahat ng strands, madadala natin yan sa ating stepping stone natin yan pagdating ng panahon na mag-apply na tayo. So, congrats sa lahat ng gagraduate, guys. Thank you. Back to you, Miss Jean Berana.
So thank you, Mr. Madrid. Guys, are you ready for the job interview? May I call our first applicant, Miss Jeneline Calivo.
Miss Jeneline.
Jeneline, are you there? May I call again, Miss Jeneline Calivo? Maybe she has a technical problem. So let's call another one. Mr. Amado Forte. Mr. Amado Forte. Hello?
Probably, Miss Berana, you could ask for a volunteer if there is any interested to volunteer, so that we're not going to waste time. Ask for any volunteer or interested. That's a good activity and immersion.
Mr. JB Oralio. Hello, Mr. JB Oralio.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, so I think Mr. JB Oralio is already there, no, responding. Miss Jean. So
yes, sir.
So JB Oralio, good morning, no? So as a job applicant, so please discuss, no? Please discuss important written documents you were required to complete. So I wa-
The importance, sir, are resume and in your background, sir, background information and your skills and achievements, sir.
So any what I mean as written documents, no, or any written documents that are formal. Let's say, for example, something related to your projects, no, related to formal venue, no, or formal event, arranging something. So what are the written documents? So that's it, no, for ayan. So yan yung mga sample question, guys, no. Kita nyo naman. So what's the objective of that particular question? So thank you so much, sir, no, Mr. JV, no? Thank you so much for the active participation. So palakpakan natin si Sir JV, no? So what's the objective of this question, guys? The objective of this question is to check your background as to documentation relative to legal or contractual matters or others, no, that are related to your job. Possible kasi na yung nature ng trabaho nga applyan nyo, maraming documentation na ginagawa. For example, financial advisor. So pagka may request yung policy holder nyo o yung client nyo, definitely you will be the one to handle the documentation. Like the amendment, withdrawal, among others. Okay? So yung mga tinatanong, may objective yan, no? Kung bakit tinatanong nung nag-i-interview yan. So next, I have next question. Miss Jean, would it
Okay,
still
sir.
be...
Thank you, sir. So, let's have another participant. Miss Jenilyn Calibo. Or any volunteer, guys. Miss Jennifer Labanza. Hello?
If you want, Miss Jean, gusto mo, ikaw na lang. Ikaw na lang, gusto mo, ikaw yung sumagot ng mga questions as if, kunwari, ikaw yung applicant.
Okay po, sir. Try.
Oh, sige, sige. We have a lot of questions. Hindi naman sa marami-rami, no? So, pay close attention, guys, no? Oh, Miss Jean, how do you handle rejections? How do you handle rejection? How do you handle rejections?
Rejections. Maybe, sir, if someone reject me or I think
medyo mahirap, no? Pero
I just try again, sir, until they give me a chance or give me that appropriate job I want or the things I want po, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much, Miss Jean. So nakita niyo yung mga questions, maano talaga kahit ako, no? If I will go back to the entry level na ako, talagang nasa-shock din ako sa mga questions sa job interview sa akin. So, yan. So, ganyan yung mga typical na question. No? Now, sige, bigyan ko kayo ng idea. Bakit tinatanong yon? So, normally, this is to check whether your personality is aligned specifically to the job wherein rejection is normal part of the game. Let's say, for example, sa sales, marketing, insurance, and so on and so forth. Among others, no? So, ayan. So, next question, Miss Jean, are you ready? Si Miss Jean na lahat, no? If there's someone from, if someone wants to go.
Someone want to volunteer po, sir.
Sige, sige.
Miss Jenilyn Calibo. Miss Jenilyn Calibo, are you ready? Miss Jenilyn Calibo.
May I try, Mr. Speaker?
Oh, I think...
Okay, Rick Vergara.
Yes, hi.
I think we have Sir Rick Vergara, no?
Yes.
So the very energetic Sir Rick Vergara. So good morning, Mr. Rick Vergara, no? So can you please describe a situation wherein you were able to successfully persuade someone?
I'm sorry, can you please repeat the question, sir?
Can you please describe a situation wherein you were able to successfully persuade someone? So how were you able to sell the idea to someone? No? How were you able to convince someone to buy to the idea that you're selling? Describe the situation.
Well, actually, for me, para kung paano ko sila may hikayat to someone, to something, for me, siguro, I would influence them in a good way. Like, as me as a graduate, as a business graduating student, I would always work as my team. I would cooperate in a positive way. So in that way, ma-cooperate to them, ma-persuade ko sila, para mahikayat ko sila na sumali sa team ko or something that we're gonna conduct for, something like that, sir.
Okay, so more on leading by example yung kumbaga yung main message ni Sir Rick Vergara. So persuading someone to be, so probably to act professionally, no? So thank you so much, Sir Rick Vergara, no? Actually, nakakasagot na ba kayo guys, no? So you have an idea, no? Do sa mga possible questions na ibibigay sa inyo. So ayan, we still have no? We still have 5 questions left, guys, no? So let's go to theoretical type of questions. So can I have a volunteer, no? Anyone who wants to volunteer? Sir Rick Vergara, thank you so much, no, for the active participation. So anyone who wants to volunteer?
I may call Patrick Madrid again. Please volunteer.
Yeah, so Sir Patrick Madrid.
Morning po.
Good morning, Patrick Madrid. How would you describe the color red to a blind person?
For me, I am going to describe color red as a positive person because when we say color red po kasi, it means we are fighting for something na that will give success or positive outcome through maybe through the company or through myself po.
Okay, so thank you so much, Sir Patrick Madrid, no? So, yan, bakit ba tinatanong yung mga ganyan, di ba? Parang magugulat ka, ano ba meron, ba't naman ganun yung tanong? So, may mga tanong na ganyan, no? Definitely, the objective is, gaano ka creative, no? Yung creativeness yung tinitignan dyan. Okay? So, paano mo daw i-describe yung color red to a blind person? So, ang sabi ni Sir Patrick, something that we fight for, parang ganun. Tama ba? So,
Yes po.
Kaya siya red. O, diba? Ayan, it has something to do with the creativeness, yung mga ganong type of theoretical questions, no? Now, let's have another volunteer, no? And
Okay, let me call Rosvic Bantosila. Hello, Miss Rosvic Bantosila. Hello po.
Miss Rosvic Bantosila, can you see the screen that I'm sharing right now?
Sir? Pardon, sir?
Can you see the screen, no? Kita mo ba yung screen na sinishare ko ngayon?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will move on to the next slide, no?
Okay, sir.
So I want you to describe the picture on the screen.
It's like chasing your dreams for me, sir. Even how hard it is, you will try your best to catch it, to conquer it.
Okay, so thank you so much, Miss Rosvic Bantosila, no? So, ano naman yung objective ng mga gantong question? Definitely, ang pinakapunteriya ng mga mag-i-interview dito is definitely your communication skills. Okay, not whether yung answer ba is right or wrong. There could be 1,000 interpretations of this particular image, no? So ang pinakapunteriya ng dito ng interviewer is your communication skills. Particularly English communication skills if you're applying for a job na kailangan English more on English yung usapan, no? With clients, with customers, no? Okay, so that's it for the image moves. So I'll give you an example, no, nung interpretation dito. Iba-iba kasi. So it has something to do with chasing your dreams. Tama nga, no, sabi ni Miss Rose. Isa yun sa mga interpretation nito. Kung isa-search nyo to, marami talaga to interpretation. So hindi lahat ng dreams is worth the risk. Worth the risk. No? So for example, this one. Ito yung reward, yung ibon. Eh ano yung risk? There's a risk na mahulog siya. Okay, so ibig sabihin, yung reward is not worth the risk. Kasi tingnan mo naman, ito yung risk, tapos ito yung reward, hindi worth it yung reward. So hindi niya na dapat tinake yung opportunity na to. So parang ganun, isa yung sa mga interpretation, pero ang dami pa niyan. So matutuwa kayo, maraming possible interpretation diyan. Okay? So anyways, that's it, no? The communication skills is the objective, no? Gauging your communication skills. That's the objective of the interviewer on that particular type of question. Oh, we have 3 questions left, no? And I have another volunteer for the 6th question.
Okay, may I call Maiden Rose Angot for the next question?
Hello po.
Hello, good morning, Miss Maiden Rose.
Hello po, good morning
Miss
po.
Maiden Rose, sell me this pen. Sell me this pen, please. How would you sell me this pen?
Pen, sir?
Yes.
Ah.
A particular pen that I'm holding. For example, magkaharap tayo. No? Sell me this pen. Ganon.
Sorry. Hello, sir. This pen is made from very quality product. You can give it to your loved ones or your special ones, and for a gift or special events. It's worth for the price. Hindi po kayo magsisisi sa pagbili po ng aming product. Your loved ones will surely love this because of they have variant color, they have variants thickness of the yung way no, yung pagsulat po ng pen may 0.5, 0.8. We have different variety of color of the pen and size, so you can surely pick the most catchy eyes for you.
Okay, so thank you so much, Miss Maiden Rose, no, for the active participation. Bigyan naman natin ng a round of applause for everyone, no, after this session. So, what's the objective of the interviewer, no? So this would definitely give the interviewer an idea as to the level of marketing skills you have, no? Something to do with how you convince someone to buy the idea, product, service or service that you're selling. So more on creativity to, no? Hence, this might not be related only to selling goods or services. So this might also include your persuasion skills. So yun yung tinitignan niya, persuasion skills. Definitely familiar yung iba dito, no? Kasi ito yung usually sinasabi ni Mr. Jordan Belfort to sa sa Wolf of Wall Street na movie, no? If you've already watched that one. Sell me this pen. So a very common question, no, for a marketing assistant, no, or someone in the sales industry. So hindi nga siya tanong it's more of a command. Sell me this pen. So paano mo siya gagawin sa akin? Okay, so another volunteer for question number 7. So last 2 questions, guys, no. I think nagkakaroon na kayo ng idea kung ano yung mga typical questions na dapat paghandaan. Ano yung mga type of questions na usually may encounter nyo during your job interview? Ito, first hand, ngayon nyo siya na-encounter. If ever. I think meron sa inyo mga nakapag-work na, na-experience na yung ganito. Okay, so can I have another volunteer, Miss Jean? Pwedeng yung nag-volunteer, kung gusto nyo, kayo ulit. Hello? Can I have someone to volunteer for the next question? Or Miss Jessa? I think.
Ako na lang, sir.
Sige.
Ay, sige. Go na lang, Patrick. Go na.
Sige,
I'll
go,
try
Jessa.
po sana.
Sige, si Jessa muna, Jessa.
Okay po, sige po. Try ko lang po.
Sige, Miss Jessa Desendario, no?
Apo.
So thank you for the courage, no? Courage is the ability to act in spite of fear, alright? So medyo kinakabahan ka ba ngayon, Miss Jessa, alright? Sige, let's...
Opo, pero I'll try po kasi it sounds challenging po kasi especially as graduating students. Hindi man namin ma-anticipate kung ano yung mangyayari kasi some of us, we don't have experience po when it comes to job interviews. Pero at least experience po and then may background na po kami whatever will be the interview in the future po sa job.
Alright, so I agree, no? So ganyan din kasi ako nung fresh grad ako, wala naman ako experience sa... Kumbaga, hindi ako masyado experience sa mga ganyan-ganyang question, no? Pero nagtatanong-tanong ako sa mga kabatch ko na nauna na, uy, ano yung mga typical questions na tinatanong sa inyo, may mga ganyan-ganyan. Nakikiususero ako. So anyways,
go lang po.
So Miss Jessa, good morning. So describe a time when you were faced with a stressful situation that demonstrated your coping skills.
Again po, sir.
Describe a time when you were faced with a stressful situation that demonstrated your coping skills.
I think the time that every time that I will listen to a music, sir, because I think it is the time that I will stress out myself to cope up. I will just listen to a sound or a music so that I could think what is right. I could think what are the things I can do for me to be able to think properly and what's gonna be my next move. Yun po.
Okay, so that's your coping skill, no? So what's the usual stressful situation that you encounter wherein you use that particular coping skill of yours?
Maybe, sir, when the time that I get stressed out, pressured, and also having a workload to do with a deadline.
All right, so thank you so much, Miss Jessa Desendario, no, for the active participation. So nakita nyo guys, no, yung mga questions and answers, no, mga typical questions. So what's the objective, no, of that particular question? What's the objective of the interviewer? This would help the interviewer gauge whether your soft skills, no, the level of your soft skills matches the job requirement. So that's one of the potential objective, no? Bakit tinatanong to ng interviewer mo? So thank you again. Thanks a lot again, Miss Jessa Desendario. And last question, no? Last question, guys. Can I have someone to volunteer for the last
So last question, Miko Banga, our technical staff, Mr. Miko. Or any volunteer, guys? Nathan Ibasco. Mr. Nathan, you want to volunteer?
Pwede ako ulit, Jean.
Sige,
okay,
sige.
Miss Jessa, no, very proactive. Okay.
Try lang. Gusto ko kasi ma-challenge.
Sige.
Dalawa kami ni Jessa.
Sige, Patrick.
Sige. Dalawa kayo, Patrick.
Mag-answer ka na sa'yo, then ako din. Same question, ganun.
Sige. So Jessa and Patrick, no, how would you define integrity personally, no? What's your personal definition of the word integrity?
Patrick, ikaw na una. Okay, ako na po. I think for me, integrity is when you can able to face other people, you can look them straight in their eyes, and then you can present yourself comfortably. You can speak through your heart, and then you can able to manage the pressure around the people with different kinds of people.
Okay, so thank you so much, Miss Jessa. No? So how about Sir Patrick?
For me po, Sir Speaker, integrity is yun, kahit na walang-wala ka na, but still you try to be honest towards things na mga possible na nangyayari sa sitwasyon mo ngayon. Yung tipong kahit na yung tipong gusto mong bumili ng pagkain tapos may nakita kang 5 piso dyan sa kaibigan mo na hindi niya napansin na naiwan niya pala, tapos ako wala akong pera. Mas pipilitin ko pa rin magutom na lang. Parang uuwi rin naman ako eh. So, why not doon na lang ako sa bahay kumain? Parang gano'n.
Okay, so thank you so much, Sir Patrick. So, yung mga sagot nila is correct naman. No? There's no right or wrong answer kasi personal definition mo. Yung kay Sir Patrick is more of acting as to how you are expected to act kahit walang ibang nakatingin. Parang ganon, no?
Yes.
Yung kay Miss Jessa naman, more of confidence na coming from the heart, lahat yung mga ginagawa mo, siguro wala kang tinatago, etc. No? So confident ka to face different diverse team members, mga ganon. So kasi meron kang integrity, so wala kang tinatago, ganon. That's it. No, so ano ba yung objective, guys? No, ba't tinatanong to sa interview? Now for me, guys, no, for those who can answer this question faster, and of course, the answer should make sense, doon ko makikita na they strongly uphold integrity as part of their values. Okay, and of course, alam na alam ng interviewer pag yung definition is galing Google. So pagka ganun, normally ipapa-elaborate yan sa inyo ng ipapa-elaborate yan further ng interviewer sa inyo para mahukay talaga ano yung integrity for you personally. Okay, so a round of applause for everyone, no, who actively participated in this workshop, no, or activity. Thank you so much, guys, for your active participation. So you already have an idea, no, as to ano yung mga types of questions na dapat yung paghandaan. So ang focus nyo dito should be yung particular questions, no? Ano ba yung mga typical na question? So talagang kailangan siyang hindi talagang masashock ka eh, no? Minsan sa mga question, ba't ba tinanong to? Minsan naman understandable naman ba't tinatanong 'yon, di ba? Like kanina yung color red naman, ano bang relevance ng color red sa trabaho ko? Di-describe ko daw yung color red sa blind, di ba? Parang minsan mapapaganon ka sa mga questions. So pwede niyo na siyang paghandaan by pwede kayong mag-practice so, mga typical na questions na tinatanong. So pwede kayong mag-search, no? O kaya magtanong, lalo na no, pag meron kayong mga kakilala na nandun na. So hindi ko naman sinasabing gawin niyo rin. But for me, when I was an entry level, nagtatanong-tanong din ako eh, kung ano ba yung mga typical na question na tinanong sa inyo, ganun. So it definitely helped a lot, di ba? So that's it, no? For the typical questions. And disclaimer lang, guys, no? These questions hindi ibig sabihin na ito yung questions na tinanong ko sa inyo. Ito rin yung may experience yun na questions. Exactly. No? So ito lang yung mga typical na question. Yung concept na gaano siya kahirap. No? Normally, it has something to do with the job. Okay, yung mga type of question may hirap pero something relevant do sa job. Okay. Merong behavioral type of questions wherein china-challenge yung soft skills nyo. Merong technical questions. Hindi ko na binigay yung technical, hindi na ako nagbigay ng sample technical questions because it has something to do with specialty. No, like for example, sa accounting, pwede kang tanungin, describe to me PFRS 16. Mga ganun, standards, tatanong sa'yo, no? Oh, meron ding mga questions na theoretical. Theoretical. Like for example, yung color red, i-describe mo daw sa blind person. It has something to do with your creativity, no? Kung gaano kakawiti. Ganon. Okay, so that's it for the workshop, no? So a round of applause for everyone. So let's move on now to the immersion to the corporate world. Okay. So skills, guys, no? Yan. Let's go to the immersion to the corporate world. So I will give you a background as to ano ba yung meron sa corporate world pre-pandemic and ngayong current new normal. Pero bago tayo pumunta doon muna tayo, i-share ko muna sa inyo yung experience ko noong entry level pa ako. No, so, sa technical skills kanina, guys, naalala nyo, di ba? May mga technical skills ako na nabanggit earlier, like yung Microsoft Excel, the use of PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, among others. So, back in college, ayoko yung gagawa ng mga ganyang bagay sa mga project-based activities or group reporting namin, no? Ang role ko dati, lagi, taga-ambag lang ako or taga-bigay ng idea. So talagang talagang napapagamit lang ako ng PowerPoint pagka no choice na, no? Like for example, yung individual reporting. Pero yung presentation ko, pagka ganun is very plain and simple lang. As in, di mo makakikitaan ng anumang design or animation. Di mo makakikitaan ng anumang design or animation yung presentation ko. Diba? So basta ang mindset ko lang during that time, no, nung student ako, pagkagagawa ako ng PowerPoint for reporting, importante ma-hit yung objective, okay na yun. Which is ma-impart ko yung knowledge and ma-emphasize ko yung key points sa klase. So walang creativity yung presentation ko, kumbaga. Talaga plain lang siya, no? Walang animation. So funny enough, when I entered the corporate world, I don't really have the skills in using Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, and Microsoft Word, among others. I mean, yung excellent skills talaga na tipong mabilis magtrabaho gamit yung Microsoft Excel. Tapos, skill talaga sa PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, among others, no? And definitely, until now, yung PowerPoint, no? Meron akong mga nakikitang mga katrabaho ko na talagang magagaling sa PowerPoint. Skill talaga sila doon. No, pero ako, hindi pa rin ganun, hindi naman kailangan na ganun ka talaga kagaling, no? Importante is you were able to use the tools, no? To be able to do your function. So, ang alam ko lang sa Excel that time, no, nung nag-entry level ako, basic lang, plus, minus, divide, multiply. Ganun lang. Ganun lang. Kasi ganun lang naman yung alam, yung may isip ko na, that time, no, nagamit ng Excel. So, nung entry level ako, more on Excel yung gamit sa nature ng work ko, guys, no. So, amazed ako dun sa mga flowchart na nakikita ko sa Excel. One time, di ko na talaga natiis, nagpaturo na ako sa boss ko, no, nung new hire ako. Paano gawin yung simpleng pag-insert ng box, pag-insert ng arrow, etc. sa Excel para makagawa ako ng flowchart. Kaya na ako napatanong sa kanya kasi yung output ko immediately needed eh. So yung flowchart na talaga yung struggle ko, kaya nagpaturo na ako instead na mag-consume pa ako ng time, kakanood ng mga how-to videos sa YouTube. Nabuti na lang yung boss ko that time, willing to teach siya and naiintindihan naman niya yung struggle ko as a new hire na may required immediate output, no? Alam niyo ano sabi sa akin ng boss ko nung nagpaturo na ako? Sabi niya, ayan kasi pre, puro Dota inuuna. Kaya pabiro lang niya yun, no? Then as time goes by, guys, since I was exposed to Excel araw-araw, no? Yun yung kaharap ko araw-araw. Magkasama kami ni Excel araw-araw. Dumating ako sa point na yung Excel, siya na yung lahat for me, no? Nasa kanya na ang lahat for me. Yung purpose ng Word file tsaka yung PowerPoint kay Excel ko ginagawa. Yung Word file na mga sulatin nasa Excel. Presentation materials ko with drawings nasa Excel. Tapos bumilis na rin ako gumawa ng mga bagay-bagay dahil doon sa mga functionalities and Excel shortcuts for you to become more efficient in how you do things traditionally. So imagine yung mga dapat magagawa mo ng 1 to 5 minutes, segundo na lang. Yung mga magagawa mo manually ng 1 hour, pwede mo na siyang gawin 5 to 15 minutes na lang. Now, bakit ko ba sinishare sa inyo yung Excel story na Excel story, no? Lagyan na lang natin ang title ng Excel story. So this is to tell you guys na huwag kayo masyadong maaligaga, no? O ma-pressure or kabahan na dapat pala superb yung skills mo using yung mga tools, etc. bago pumasok sa job. Yung mga ganong mechanical, you'll be more efficient and you'll learn more pag andun na kayo sa trabaho mismo. Ika nga ng isa sa mga mentor ko, no? Experience is the best teacher, ika nga. So probably what the employer usually wants to see from your end is that you are aware and have an idea as to the existence of the usual tools that we use in corporate world, like Excel, Word, and PowerPoint, among others. Na pagdating naman sa technical skills, once na maging hired ka, your company will definitely provide on-the-job trainings to make sure you are equipped bago ka isabak sa trabaho. Okay? So, merong on-the-job trainings, guys. Now, let's talk about soft skills naman sa corporate world. Now, for the soft skills, yung level of soft skills na needed, depende yan sa nature ng job or career na papasukin mo. So, may mga trabaho na mas mataas yung level ng soft skills required early on compared sa iba. So, that's why mapapansin nyo minsan mas stress si A compared kay B sa work niya. So, you know the reason why? Usually, it's because si A napupush siya to go beyond his comfort zone compared kay B. What's the long-term effect? So, mas mabilis yung growth ni A kumpara kay B, career-wise and mindset-wise among others. So, don't get me wrong, this is the general rule, guys, ha? Kasi, kumbaga, provided all things made equal, ito lang, pinagkaiba nilang dalawa. Si A, mas nakakaramdam ng pressure kumpara dun kay B. So, mas mabilis siyang mag-grow, no? Okay, so tipong sa amin kasi meron kaming busy season kumbaga no sa trabaho namin. Kada isang taon meron yung busy season. So for example sa amin, nakakaramdam talaga kami ng pressure no to have a breakthrough. Kailangan naming mag-grow no para magawa namin yung function namin well. Now after every busy season namin every year, talagang masasabi kong ramdam mo yung growth once ma-survive mo siya. Hindi tulad dun sa wala lang parang paulit-ulit lang yung ginagawa mo, hindi ka nakakaramdam ng pressure sa work mo within your comfort zone lang kasi siya. So, nasaan doon yung long-term growth prospects mo career-wise, di ba? So, if you're up to career, no, pursue your career talaga. So, you look for those jobs na more ma-challenge talaga yung soft skills mo, ma-develop at mas mag-grow ka. No? So, definitely, yung pang-level 10, na problem na kinatatakutan mo ng new hire ka, mamaniin mo na lang pag talagang nag-grow ka. Compared sa level 10 problem, piniface mo siya ngayon, pero hindi mo pa siya kaya kasi hindi ka pa nag-grow. No? Kumbaga, step by step yan eh. No? So, bumabalik tayo doon sa kanina na prioritize niyo yung long-term prospects sa decision-making nyo sa career path nyo. Okay, so mamaya may mga question kayo sa mga tanong, no? So, we will entertain that later on. If you have questions, guys, no? Now, let's go to the immersion to the corporate world. Pre-pandemic, guys, no? So, bibigyan ko kayo ng ipapa-experience ko sa inyo. Ikukwento ko sa inyo ano meron sa working environment pre-pandemic and in the new normal. So the working environment pre-pandemic, so nasa isang opisina lang kayo lahat guys. So supervision-wise, madali siya. So minsan boss mo, ka-area mo lang, isang silip lang niya, kita ka niya. Nakita ka niya agad kung maaga ka ba or late ka pumasok. Mas madali rin magawa yung micromanaging. For example, kada konting galaw mo, yung pakiramdam mo na halos lahat ng galaw mo, kita ng manager mo, yun yung micromanage, no? So, kita mo din sino sa mga office mates mo yung maaga lagi pumasok. Alam mo na rin ano, favorite at mas madalas nilang suot na office attire. So, yun yung pre-pandemic na working environment, no? So, imagine nyo na lang, guys. Now, what about the routine of employees during the pre-pandemic? So, yung routine, normally, morning routine nyo, breakfast, pagre-ready sa sarili, moving forward. Then, number 2, babiyahe na kayo, papasok. Number 3, mag-work na kayo pag nandun na kayo sa trabaho. Number 4, biyahe pa uwi. And last but not the least, pag uwi, tulog, no? Kain, tulog. Ganun yung routine, di ba? Morning routine, biyahe papasok, work, biyahe pa uwi, tulog. So that's during the pre-pandemic, no? Now, supervision. Mas madali mag-micromanage, right? Mas madali kayo ma-micromanage ng mga boss nyo kasi kitang-kita kayo. Nasa isang opisina. Napunta tayo sa new normal o work from home setting, no? So, based on research, guys, no, this sudden shift has provided a once-in-a-generation opportunity to reimagine everything about how jobs are done and how companies run their business. So, this is a one-in-a-generation experience, guys, itong pandemic na to. Kasama kayo, mga estudyante. Wherein, most of the classes are done online, virtually. Meron pa nga mga researchers medyo ang nasa isip nila, no, merong probability na in the coming years, so ito yung transition era from the physical setting ng education into the virtual setting na lang talaga ng education. Merong research na ganun, guys, no? And also sa work, meron ding mga research, no, na kung saan nakikita nila moving forward kahit magkaroon ng vaccine, hindi ganong kadaling bumalik sa previous na scenario, no, ng corporate world. Probably nga merong nabanggit ng mga research na ito na talaga yung new normal. There will be lots of jobs na work from home yung setting. Okay, so in general, most of the workforce naka-work from home setting, no? Ngayong new normal. Yung mga nasa office, skeletal force lang sila. Pag sinabing skeletal force, konti lang talaga sila. No? Yung mga employees na need talaga sa office to facilitate central administrative matters, sila lang normally yung pumupunta mismo sa office. Actually, the Philippines, no, is about to adapt yung work from home setting bago pa yung pandemic. Philippine companies are considering the work from home settings because it was already adopted in other countries. Yung tipong may mga araw na pwedeng mag-work from home yung employee, pero piling araw lang and limited number of days in a year lang. So isipin nyo parang vacation leave credit siya. So because of this pandemic, the companies were pressured and forced to adapt and completely be in a work from home setting. As a result, yung supposed to be limited number of days in a year lang na pwedeng mag-work from home yung mga employees, siya yung naging new normal. No? Work from home setting itself became the new normal. So companies and employees who were able to adapt, to the new normal, became resilient during the pandemic. Yung mga di naka-adapt suffered a lot, like those companies na nag-resort to layoff. No, yung mga nagtanggal ng mga empleyado, nagbawas ng mga workforce para masalba yung company somewhat somehow. So, how were these companies and employees able to adapt, no? Paano naka-adapt yung mga naging resilient na empleyado at saka yung employees? Guess what's the word, guys? No, one word lang yun. It starts with T. Technological innovation. It has something to do with technology. So, na-maximize yung paggamit ng Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, Adobe Connect, Discord, etc. In terms of paperworks naman, less hard copy, paperworks. More on naging electronic lahat, no? Most of the works are now electronic, pati documentation. Except syempre dun sa mga required na naka-hard copy documents talaga. In those cases, teams normally decide to have one member of the team to come to the office. Tapos sabay-sabay niyang aasikasuhin, isahang asikaso na lang yung hard copy paperworks for the whole team all at once, no? Now let's talk about the routine of a more work from home setting employee. So yung routine, kanina na nabanggit ko, 5 yon, nabawasan ng 2. Diba? Naging 3 na lang. Morning routine mo, breakfast, brush teeth, take your bath, kasama pa rin yun. Number 2, work na agad. And number 3, last, tulog. Kain, tulog. Yun na. Na-eliminate yung biyahe papunta at pauwi. So nabawasan yung ano, no? Now, it has something to do with the expenses also. Merong mga expense na na-eliminate. And dadagdag sa work from home setting. So definitely nabawasan yung expense ng mga empleyado when it comes to biyahe, papuntahin pa uwi. And yung expense definitely sa perfume, no? Expensive perfume, eliminated na. Siyempre, hindi ka na probably bibili na expensive perfume para pumasok sa work. Kasi nasa bahay ka lang naman definitely pa-cologne, pwede na yun, di ba? Now, internet also, it definitely added to your expenses. O yung iba na may internet na sa bahay, walang impact, no? Nabawasan lang expense sa kanila. Now, supervision, in the work from home setting, this is built more on trust, no? That's where integrity comes into play. In short, in the new normal, integrity and adaptability plays a great role for the success of you, your team, and the company as a whole. Now, let's talk about the disadvantages of work from home. Sa work from home setting, nakikita namin mga managers, no? Mahirap makita ng mga managers or supervisors whether nagme-make sense ba sa mga subordinates o sa mga staff or team members yung ini-explain namin since hindi namin sila nakikita personally when we do meetings online. That's why it is very important na naka-open yung camera during meeting because it helps build connection, no? Although now guys, naka-off yung camera ko, no? Sorry for that. I'm having a problem with my camera, no? More on distractions and interruptions, isa pa yung sa disadvantages of work from home. That's why it is critical that you have a strategy for you to be able to effectively hit all your targets for the day and for the week. Pagka nandun na kayo sa corporate world, sa new normal, okay? Now, what are the advantages of work from home setting? Definitely marami kayong may isip dyan. Okay? O baka doon sa disadvantages, may isip ng iba, no? Baka may magsabi sa inyo, disadvantages, hindi ko na nakikita si crush everyday sa office. O, iba yun, ha? So, advantages naman ng work from home, marami kayo definitely may isip. Mas madali mag-set ng meeting internally, isa yun. Mas madali mag-set ng meeting, whether internally man yan or with client. Bakit? Maraming na-eliminate eh. Di mo na kailangan mag-set ng o magpa-reserve ng meeting room tsaka projector sa office. Di mo na rin kailangan mag-set ng travel services, no? Kung ano ba yung shuttle service, mag-grab ba kayo, magtatap ba kayo ng shuttle service in case, for example, sa opisina mismo ng kliyente magaganap yung meeting. So nawala yung mga ganun, no? But now let's talk about the challenges in the work from home setting, no? Number one, software used is not compatible with either of the users. So possible yung iba, hindi talaga ma-open yung Zoom, hindi pwede sa device nila, yung mga typical example. Number two, poor internet connection. Number three, background noise and other distractions. So shout out sa manok na naririnig nyo kanina, no? Apologies for that, guys. So that's one of the challenges talaga sa work from home setting, yung background noises and other distractions. And lastly, yung presenter talking too fast, too slow, too loud, or too soft, no? Hindi pwedeng sobra, no? Kailangan nando ka lang sa gitna. So one of the challenges yan ng work from home setting na dapat madiskartehan natin, no, ngayong new normal. Okay, now I will give you tips on how to work effectively from home bago pa kayo sumabak sa new normal natin sa corporate world. So whether you are working remotely 1 day per week or more or full-time by choice or because of a health situation or weather event, it's important to ensure that you are set up to be productive. So this includes having a designated workspace with the right technology, ways of dealing with kids, pets, and other potential disruptions in a schedule that allows for the social contact and stimulation that ordinarily comes from being in a workplace with others. So here are the strategies and tips to be successful as a remote worker. Number one, know the ground rules. So does your employer require a 9 to 5 schedule or is there flexibility? One of the questions that you should consider, no? So are you allowed to work on public Wi-Fi? So which technical tools might you need, such as Zoom for video conferencing, Slack or Microsoft Teams for group chats, or Trello for project management? Now, if you work for someone else, it's important that your employer spells out the ground rules and ensures you have the appropriate equipment such as laptop, as well as network access, passcodes, and instructions for remote login including two-factor authentication. So be sure to do trial runs and work out any possible that might impede your work. So if you work for yourself, you may need many of the same tools. So in short, be ready, no? So anticipate ano yung mga possible na maging bottleneck sa work from home setting relative to the work specifically, no? Number 2, set up a functional space or workspace. So not everyone has a designated home office. Tama ba? Minsan gusto natin sa CR na lang kasi ang ingay talaga sa bahay, no? But it's critical to have a private, quiet space for your work. So if you can, separate your work area from your personal spaces and use it just for work, no, not for other activities. Next would be secure the internet speed you need. So if you have kids, their FaceTiming and Xbox habits may slow your internet and download speeds. So moving as close as you can to your Wi-Fi router can help, no? Or you can consider switching to other internet service provider, no, na mas malakas sa area nyo. So you likely need a dongle since laptops don't have internet port these days, no? So wondering if your most used website is down, so check, pwede nyo gamitin yung isitdownrightnow.com, no? So secure internet speed. By the way, guys, kanina nabanggit ko yung tungkol sa laptop, no? Normally yung corporate environment, they provide hindi naman kayo required na bumili ng laptop para magawa nyo yung job. Pino-provide yun ng company, okay, for you to be able to do your functions well. So those are company assets, no, na entrusted to you, no? That's why meron tayong integrity mamaya. Use phone apps, no? Next tip, no? If your job involves making long distance or international calls, syempre yung Google, kung may mga kliyente kayo, may customer nasa ibang bansa, you might use Google Hangouts, WhatsApp, Skype all, no? It will let you cover all the internet across the globe on the chip. And if you and the person you're calling are on the same service, the call will be free. Provided acceptable yan sa company policies and procedures nyo, guys, no, caveat. Yung acceptable lang sa company rules and policies. Kaya nga tayo merong know the ground rules sa number 1. Next, minimize distraction. If you have a barking dog or a jackhammering worker outside your windows, consider investing in noise cancelling headphones such as Apple's AirPods Pros, no? Etc., no? O kung meron ding mga naglalaro ng mga bata, see if you or your spouse can take turns with care. So which may mean you have to talk to your manager about working evening hours. Now, next would be plan extra social interactions. So some folks love the thought of working in solitude, no? But even the most introverted among us can start feeling a little claustrophobic after a few weeks at home alone. So share ko lang sa inyo, team, no? Sa team ko currently, we do socials. Wherein, para kaming may party pero virtual lang siya. Meron kaming mga games. Walang related sa work talaga. To strengthen the bond of the team. So very important din siya, lalo ngayong work from home setting, to strengthen the bond of the team. Hindi lang puro work yung pinag-uusapan, no? Pero pag nasa work, syempre, you do your work talaga, no? Next, exercise. This activates your endorphin, which is one of the happy hormone, no? It is a painkiller. Kailangan nyo mag-exercise, no? Baka kasi sobra na kayong puro work na lang yung nasa isip nyo, puro household chores. Mag-workout din tayo, no? Kasi it activates one of our happy hormones, no? Painkiller yung happy hormone na yun, which is endorphin. So that's it, no? Now, bibilisan ko lang yung integrity for the Q&A nyo, guys, no? So integrity, let's move on to integrity because this is very important, guys, especially for the business graduates because you are entrusted to handle not only confidential information but business assets, like, for example, the one entrusted to you like the machines or laptops, no? When you work from home. No? So huwag natin ibebenta yun, guys, no? That's company asset. So integrity came from the Latin word integri, which means wholeness or being whole. Okay, that's what That's why the word integer sa math natin, no, means whole number. Okay? So let's talk about the definition of integrity. Google-wise, no, ayan, kita nyo siya, no. So for me, the definition of integrity is doing something doing something right. May nakatingin man sa'yo, wala. Okay? So that's it for me, integrity. No? So on the screen are the definition, Google-wise and Wikipedia-wise. So, alam ng interviewer, kapag kaya nyo sasabihin, yung alam na alam nila yan. Okay? So, bakit importante yung integrity? Because nowadays, no, hindi lang nowadays, even before, historically, there are a lot of scandals in the corporate world. Not only in the corporate world, no? So, siguro may something pops up in your mind, no? Mga fraudulent acts, no? So, kapag ka wala ka kasing integrity, definitely the empire that you have built is hindi matibay yung foundation. There will come a time your empire will fall kasi walang integrity. No? Hindi ka buo eh. No? Integrity is a must, particularly for business graduates. So that's it, guys, no? So if you have questions, guys, I'm opening the floor now for the questions, no?
So, thank you so much for an interesting and full of learning talk, Mr. John Ray Villaferte, our guest speaker. It will truly help us for our future journey as business graduating students as we embark to the new normal. So, to all our viewers who have any question to our speaker, kindly comment down your questions and our speaker will answer them later. Before we proceed to our Q&A sessions, let's have another intermission number prepared by Mr. Raymond J. Valerio and Miss Mariel Moreno, followed by for energizer and to relax ourselves.
Kung minsan ay hinahanap alaala ng iyong halik, inaamin ko na kahit nagkabay ko, nalilimutan ito. Kahirap na maulit muli ang naiwan nating pag-ibig. Tanggap na at natutupan, harapin katotohanan ito. Tuloy pa'y naiawit ng buhay ko, nagbago na ng hugis ng puso mo. Handa na kong hamunin ang aking mundo, pagkatuloy pa rin. Muntik na nasanay ako sa aking pag-iisa. Kaya na iwanan ang bakas ng kahapon ko. Tuloy pa rin ang awit ng buhay ko, nagbago na ng hugis ng puso mo. Handa na kong hamunin ang aking mundo, pagkat tuloy pa rin. Tuloy pa rin ang awit ng buhay ko, nagbago man ang hugis ng puso mo. Handa na kong hamunin ang aking mundo, pagkat tuloy pa rin. Tuloy pa rin ang awit ng buhay ko, nagbago man ang hugis ng puso mo. Handa na kong hamunin ang aking mundo, pagkat tuloy
Thank you so much for the sweet and relaxing intermission number. Now let's proceed to Mr. Rick Vergara for the enjoyable icebreaker.
Thank you so much, Miss Megan Rose. Okay, let's proceed to our icebreaker. Again, guess the food. Andiyan pa ba lahat? Hello?
Yes, dito pa.
we're here. We're still here.
Sige. Nandito pa kami.
Oh, may mga participant pa ba tayo dito? Let me know.
Hello.
Icebreaker
Yes.
na.
Okay, mga participants.
Can you hear me, guys?
Oo naman.
Loud and clear.
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Okay, hello. Okay, guys, let's continue our icebreaker for today. Since na magla-launch na, eto, food na tayo. Guess the food. So the mechanics of the food is the game, obviously, is the title of its mechanics. You will just guess the foods that can be the outcome of every ingredients that we will show you. So, huhulaan nyo lang yung magiging outcome ng food based sa mga ingredients na ipapakita namin. Are you ready? You can also open your microphone and say your answer. Also, you can comment down below your answers, everyone. Okay, let's start. Since magla-launch na, we have here, first ingredients is a water, a pot of water, an oil. Okay. We have an oil, a sugar. You can answer now, guys. You can guess the answer. Okay. Okay, the garlic. We have a garlic. Oh, yes. Meron na ba? Oh my God, Miss Amado. Miss Jess. Oh, yes. Oh my God, you guessed it right already. It's adobo. We can rebuild now the food. Okay, the next ingredients will be, okay, another water, a pot of water, boiling water. Oh, we have also an oil. Hindi talaga nawawala ang oil. Oh, we also have garlic. Okay. Meron na ba nakakahula? Guys, you can comment down below your answer. Oh, the ketchup. It has a brand. Not just only a ketchup, but UFC ketchup. Tamis ang hang. No, Mr. Amado, it's not spaghetti. It's not yet. Oh, it's hot dog. Okay. Really? Menudo, yes. Okay, cheese. Oh, menudo? I don't. Oh my God. Kare-kare. Oh, I think Mr. Amado got the correct answer. Spaghetti. Oh, Miss Jess. So this Dario is very competitive. Umabot si Miss Jess. Yes, it's spaghetti. Oh my God. What? We have a next dish. So here are the ingredients, guys. We have here, what do we have here? Okay. Yes. So I think that's all, guys. That's our icebreaker for today. I hope you enjoy our game, all of our game, and have a blessed Monday to each and everyone. Thank you for listening. Back to you, host Meron and Jessa Bicendario. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick, for the enjoyable icebreaker. Now let's call on our speaker for the questions from our audience. we filter some question that will ask to our speaker from our audience. This is from Ryan Ruscio. Tanong niya, paano namin malalaman kung nasa right career path kami? Paano kapag nalihis kami ng career na hindi related sa course? Possible ba yon?
Okay, so merong dalawang question, no? So let me answer the first question. Paano nyo malalaman kung nasa right career path kayo, no? If it's something na you think, no, na yun na yung magbibigay sa inyo ng growth para doon sa pupuntahan yung landas 5 to 10 years from now. It is a well thought choice. So, nag-decide kayo with the mindset of 5 years onwards. Ano ba impact nitong career path na pipiliin ko? No? So, bago pa kayo mamili, meron tayong tinatawag na the battle has been won, no? The battle has won. The battle has been won before it is ever fought, sabi ni Sun Tzu. Meron siyang book na ganun, no? Ibig sabihin, bago pa mangyari yung gera, alam mo na yung galawan mo for all possible scenarios. So, nasa tamang career path ka if you know that the career you have chosen is a well-thought career, considering the 5 to 10 years impact or your plan to your career, to you, no? And your family, no? And also to yourself career-wise. Kung na-consider mo yun lahat, you're on the right track. Now, of course, definitely there will be some instances wherein in the middle of your career, nararamdaman mo na hindi ka na. Mayroong mga ganong case eh. So, you should be able to account for variable change doon sa planning mo. So, what if, habang nandun ako sa work ko, initially napagplanuhan ko, ito yung career na dapat kong tahakin base sa goals na dapat kong ma-achieve, no? 5 to 10 years from now, no? So, dapat meron kang mga plan B. So, if ever may ganito, so ito yung additional plano ko. Para nakahanda ka, no? Hindi ka mabibigla yung mga ganong senaryo. So, yun siya, no? The goal dictates the process, eh. That's why you start with the goal talaga. 5 to 10 years from now, ano ba goal mo? And then from there, tsaka ka mag-iisip, ano ba yung process na dapat mong pagdaanan? Okay, then the second, nasagot ko na rin yata yung second question. Tama ba, Miss Meden Rose?
This question from Jessa Desendario. What advice would you give to your younger self at the start of your career? Yes, pasok na din po siya dun sa binigay niyong answer regarding to the first question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Again, thank you, speaker. Thank you also to the faculty, Iris Chance, CVAnians, and visitors for joining and supporting our webinar. But first, just do remind everyone, please do fill out our registration form link below to receive e-certificate after our webinar. As well as, please fill out also our evaluation form. You can also, I hope you enjoy and gather more knowledge about our webinar. Now, let's call on our very thoughtful and dedicated advisor, our OJT coordinator, Professor Benigno A. Castillo, for the closing remarks.
Okay, before I will close, I would like to thank to all the participants in attending this webinar session conducted by the fourth year OJT Practicomer or 2. Okay, I would like also to thank all the supervision of our Dean of the College of Business Administration. Okay, this is Dr. Willie Ogapasin, Assistant Dean, Dr. Chanda Tinga, and the area chair, Dr. Ramon David. And I would like also to thank you very much to our speaker. For sure, my students are now excited to start their career path and are about to follow the advice we have given them. Future business graduates definitely have loads of opportunities in the new normal world we have now and more so in the future. Truly one can never go wrong with a course related to business. Again, I would like to thank all the leadership of the fourth year BSBA for Management 4-2. Okay, thank you very much for the leadership of the mayor, the assistant mayor, the teams. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much and have a good day.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Castillo, for guiding and supporting us. Thank you also for the wonderful and sincere remarks. Before we end the webinar, I would like to congratulate Josel Torres and Isaac Ocho Torena. Sila po yung nanalo sa Guess the Foods. And also, may I call on Miss Jamie Silveta for the closing prayer?
Before we will go to the closing prayer, I would like also to thank Dr. Dr. Doroteo for assisting us during the rehearsal. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
So sa mga nanalo po, kindly PM our mayor. Thank you.
Father, we continually thank you for what you have done today. We praise and give all the glory for the success of our webinar. We pray, God, that whatever we have heard and learned today will not only end here, but we will take it as a lesson and lens for the days to come. Thank you for the people you've used to inspire us and motivate into who you want us to be. Bless them and everyone who attended this, and may your favor continue to carry us into your promise. May your protection and provision will follow us as well as we walk through the vision you have for us. And we thank you, Father God, for everything you have done, for the things you are doing, for the things you will do. We give you all the glory, praise, and honor. In Jesus' mighty name, we pray. Amen.
On behalf of Management 4-2, thank you everyone for supporting and watching our webinar. God bless us all.